Good evening, Pirate fans, and welcome into Ray Rogers Stadium, where tonight your Pearl Pirates will close out the season in the Rankin County Super Bowl against the hated Brandon Bulldogs. I'm Greg Flynn, joined by Bryant May once again. We're coming on a little bit early tonight because in just a few moments we will have senior recognitions. We don't have very many, but they have made a big difference, Brian.
Yeah, 14 seniors tonight on senior night, and you're going to get a chance to see all of them and their parents spread across the turf here at Ray Rogers Stadium, and all of them will be announced. It'll be a special night for them as they play their final game, and a final game it will be against the Brandon Bulldogs. It is Eat Dirt Week here in Rankin County.
A great pep rally today, and again, they honored all the seniors. Before the game, they'll honor all the football seniors, the cheer and the dance, and the ROTC. Then at halftime, which we will bring you, they will honor the band seniors. And tonight, something a little special. Pearl and Brandon bands will combine to play a performance about 5 to 6 minutes at halftime. So a show of unity in that regard.
Yeah, not many things unified other than the Walmart that we share on Highway 80, known as the Pearl Brandon Walmart. But tonight, going to be a really cool picture at halftime as you see these high school students get a chance to do something together and show the unity between these two communities that love to duke it out on the field.
Well, one of the things tonight that we look at, this has been a season of, wow, we didn't think it was going to be like this. But it's a chance tonight to redeem yourselves, to go into the offseason not only beating your rival, but it will affect their playoff seeding. We have a chance to spoil Brandon's party tonight if we win, then there's a good chance that Brandon could find itself, after being the number one team for a lot of the season, going on the road for the playoffs.
That's right.
And the Pirates would love nothing more to just add just a little more cherry on top with a win tonight.
That's right. We could definitely play spoiler. There was a log jam there at the top of Region 3 6A, especially going into last Friday night. You had Oak Grove, Warren Central, Northwest Rankin, Brandon, all sitting at 4-1. And so tonight, if we're able to upset Brandon, we could knock them all the way down the pedestal. Again, seeds 3 and 4, as Greg said, they travel to the coast for the playoffs. Seeds 1 and 2, you get to host, which is a big deal in the first round of the playoffs. And so tonight, pride's on the line, a home playoff seeding for Brandon on the line, and you imagine that these Pirates are going to come out swinging.
Well, we have nothing to lose. They have everything to lose. They can lose their pride. They can lose the game. They can lose their seeding. And one of the things about senior nights, in addition to Brandon, is that you never know what you're going to get out of the kids. They can play Herculean with a little extra oomph tonight that you haven't seen all year long.
Yep, when it's the final go, especially I did not play football, but I remember playing senior night basketball, and man, there was something special about that final chance to play in front of the home fans, on the home turf, in your home locker room, just all of those things that you're going to remember for the rest of your life, even that I can remember up to today, and those guys experiencing that tonight, and there's a lot of emotions that come into that, so you never know how those emotions might spill out over onto the field for some 17 and 18-year-old seniors tonight.
Well, they're going to be in front of a big crowd, even though we're starting early. If we can get a shot of the field, you could take a look at this. The Brandon stands are, well, they're just about nearly full for where the fans can sit. That left side is going to be where the band sits. And they were here, easily at 5 o'clock. They opened the gates a little bit early, and there was a steady stream of folks coming in. The Pirate fans, a lot of them got here early because they want a good seat, because you never know in the Rankin County Super Bowl.
That's right. The 72nd matchup between Pearl and Brandon. The last 4 split, even 2-2. But this is one of those where you always show up early. I remember coming to many of these as a child, and it was, you find out how early the gates open, and you showed up in a good 30 to 60 minutes before the gates even open, just to ensure that you would get seating. A lot of times, because here at Pearl, the current field, there's not a whole lot of space on that visitor side section. So a lot of times Brandon folks would spill over onto the Pearl side trying to find a seat just so that they could absorb the ball game. And you imagine tonight it's going to be right at a capacity crowd yet again.
We'll talk about this as the game goes on, but on paper, the way that you look at these things, Brandon has been dominant. Their last 2 games, they haven't played very sharp, but they won 1, lost 1. They lost to Oak Grove, beat Northwest Rankin last week. But it just feels like a Pearl win tonight would be so memorable for these seniors. Nobody, I think, would forget it, as this could be quite possibly the largest upset in the history, modern history of the rivalry.
Yeah, I think that was completely well stated. Again, this is a Pearl team that comes in with 2 wins. Those 2 wins, the first game of the season against South Pike, the second one, the first region and only region win against the Petal Panthers. And so to come into tonight against the Brandon Bulldogs, who only have 1 loss in the region, again, that was a 25-20 loss on the final play of the game. They were intercepted in the end zone 2 weeks ago. And so all of the favorites, or everybody points to Brandon as the heavy favorite tonight. But you never know what could happen on the final game of the season. Again, Pearl going to put everything on the line tonight. And, the one thing about this rivalry, because we are so close in proximity to cities, these kids share so much of life together, whether it's playing some form of Little League sports together. They probably know each other from community to community. They have mutual friends together. And so tonight, you never know what could happen when you put it on the turf and high school students go at it with pads on. You imagine that this Justin Hunter-led squad going to put up quite the fight tonight in what will definitely be their final game of the 2022 season.
If you pan the camera over just a little bit, you can see the seniors and their parents coming onto the field as they're all kind of lined up right now at the 10-yard line, and they're all going to parade out here, and each one will be recognized individually over the PA, and they will all be receiving a commemorative item, which sometimes can bring out a tear or two as the coaches give them a hug and send them on their way. This is Justin Hunter's 3rd senior night as the head coach. So he's coached these kids he was the offensive coordinator as well prior to that. So he was able to coach them in earnest for their entire 4 years. And so it's a tough time sometimes to say goodbye, especially to the guys that have played such an integral role. And even the kids you're going to hear tonight that are seniors that aren't starters, that don't play a lion's share of time in any of the games. They work so hard in practice, making their first teamers better. And hats off to the kids that don't start, because they're here at practice day after day after day, making their teammates better because of the love of football and their love of the Pearl Pirates.
Yeah, senior night, always an emotional time. Again, these guys, it's not just 3 months or so of games that these guys share together with their coaches and with one another, but really football and high school sports even has become a year-round thing, unless some of these guys who may play other sports here at Pearl High School. But these guys have been in the trenches together with these coaches, many of these coaches, for 4 years, all the way from their freshman year up until their senior year. And so a really emotional and special and very memorable moment as senior night. Many of these players bringing moms, dads, aunts, uncles, siblings onto the field tonight to share in this very special moment as they get a chance to play their final game here to represent the Pearl Pirates.
We'll be turning it over to John Rogers, the public address announcer, in just a few moments. But Bryant, as I look out there, the very first senior that they're going to recognize, that's going to be tough. That is number 2.
At this time,
Justice Moore.
we'd like to recognize our senior class of Pirates, starting with the football seniors. Number 2, Justice Moore, escorted by his parents, Johnny and Tamiria Moore, family and friends. Justice plans to go to college and play sports and get a degree after high school. What Justice will miss most about football are the laughs and the parties in the locker room. Number 4, Jamarion Big Dog Turner, escorted by his family, parents, Jeffrey Turner, Shermandra Thornton, Landa Thornton, Jemiah Thornton Turner, and Kaylee Thornton. Jamarion plans to play football in college, and what he will miss most about football is the team bonding, coaching, and all his talks with Coach Worrell. Number 5, Kion Jefferson, escorted by his family, Ann Jefferson and Maddie Jefferson. He plans to go to college after high school, and what he will miss most about football is the hitting. Number 7, Marcus Thompson, escorted by Jessica Thompson, Kiana Stacks, and Logan Kane. After high school, Marcus plans to go to college and run track. What Marcus will miss most are the memories with his team and his coaches. Number 8, Hanor Singh, escorted by Sharanjit Singh and his siblings. Hanor plans to go to college and major in business. And what Hanor will miss most about football, Coach Worrell's random speeches. Thank you. Number 9, Azir Chin, escorted by his mom, Julie Chin. After high school, plans to attend college, and his major is undecided. What Azir will miss most about football is the bond and just the team overall. Number 22, Jamion Smith, escorted by his family, Dorsa Smith, Shaniqua Smith, and Tyron Jones. Jamion plans to go to college and play football. What Jamion will miss most is the experience, teammates, and all of his life lessons. Number 44, Jabron Moore, escorted by his mom, Dana Rolton, dad, Gregory Moore, and his family. Jabron plans to continue to play football at the collegiate level and chase his dream. What he'll miss most are the memories with all his teammates over these years. Number 48, Malachi Jackson, escorted by his mom, Leach Jackson. Malachi plans to get a job and make money after high school. What Malachi will miss most about football are the tough summer workouts. Number 49, Duranta Johnson, escorted by his parents, Duranta Johnson Sr. and Tanika Mosley. Plans to attend Hines Community College and study business management and sports medicine. What he'll miss most are the Friday nights. Number 55, Reed Grantham, escorted by his parents, Tim and Cindy Grantham. Reed plans to go play college football and major in business. What he'll miss most about football is everyone on the O-line, and again, Coach Worrell. Number 65, Kendall Burks, escorted by his family, parents Tom, Todd, and Lindsay, and sisters Anna Michael and Gracie Lou. Kendall plans to go to Hines Community College Trade School. What Kendall will miss most about football is Coach Worrell yelling toes on the line, but not on the line. Number 66, Antoine Haji. Escorted by his parents, Anthony and Talicia Thompson, and his family. He plans to get his CDL and drive trucks after high school. And what he will miss most are the coaches, teammates, and bus rides. Number 71, Hayden Townsend. Escorted by Sissy Bostian, Louis Foote, and family. After high school, plans to attend college and study in sports medicine. What Hayden will miss most about the footballers are memories, friendships, and coaches. Number 88, Josh Perkins. Escorted by Willie Brown, Marquel Lake, Ben Alexander, Kenji McNair, Natasha Lake, Gabe Alexander, and Coach Eric Marshall. After high school, Josh plans to go to college. What he will miss most are the memories with the team, rides from away games, and talks with his coaches. Number 99, Justin Knight. Escorted by his parents and his family. And after high school, Justin plans to go to college and major in physical therapy. And what Justin will miss most about football is the dancing in the locker room. Now for our gridiron girls. First, what Kennedy will miss. Gridiron girl, Arita Jones. Escorted by her parents, Danny and Ernest Jones, and her brother, Dylan Jones. After high school, she plans to attend a university and major in medical laboratory science. What she will miss most are the laughs and the fun times at the football games. Manager, Chris Griffin. Escorted by his parents, James and Christy Griffin, his sister Virginia, and his friends. After high school, plans to attend trade school at Hines for automotive body repair and painting. What he will miss most, the conversations with Greg, and always being asked to see the practice schedule for the day. Manager Damon McKnight. Escorted by his parents, David and Kim McKnight, and Denise Andrews and Ray Andrews. After high school, Damon plans to go to Hines, transfer to a university to study sports management. What he will miss most, celebrating a big win in Club Dub. Thank you to all our senior high school football players, gridiron girls, and managers. We wish you the best, and you'll always be welcome in Pirate Country. Next up, senior cheer recognition. First, Aaliyah Chapman, escorted by her mother, Rachel Chapman, sister Amber, grandmother Rebecca Delbridge. She intends to go to Hines and pursue a career as a dental hygienist. Next, Hayana Watkins, escorted by her mother, Karen Williams, her siblings, Carliante, Leah, and Connor. She plans to cheer at Hines and pursue a career as a dental hygienist. Next, Hartley Poe, escorted by her parents, Leslie and Eddie Poe. She plans to attend Hines, pursue a career in nursing. Kylie McDowell, escorted by her parents, Shannon and Michael McDowell. She plans to attend the University of Mississippi and pursue a career as a cardiovascular surgeon. Raylan McHenry, escorted by her parents, John and Shelley McHenry, and brothers, Connor and Campbell. She plans to go to Mississippi State University and pursue a career in elementary education. Stephen Barrett, escorted by his grandfather, John Chambers. He plans to cheer for the University of Mississippi and pursue a career in physical therapy. Samia Miller, escorted by her parents, Tenora Humphrey and Terry Miller. She plans to attend Holmes and pursue a career in nursing. And now for our Pirates Crew dance team. First, Sailor Foster, who is also a member of the cheer team. Sailor is escorted by her parents, Kyle and Crystal Foster, and brother Seeger Foster. She plans to attend Mississippi State University to major in pre-med. Also plans to either cheer or dance in college. Anne Reed Greer, escorted by her parents, Jason and Tiffany Greer, and her brother, John Parker Greer. She plans to attend the university and to major in elementary education. Charlotte Koning, escorted by her mom, Felicia Sellers. Charlotte plans to attend Hines Community College, followed by the University of Southern Mississippi to major in pre-law. Rebecca Rambo, escorted by her stepfather and mother, Mac and Jessica Porter, little sister, Kendall Porter, and grandmother, Janice Smith. She plans to attend Hines Community College in the fall and later the University of Mississippi to major in pharmaceutical sciences. And Catherine Roa, escorted by her parents, Leo and Carmen Roa, sister Nicole, and grandmother, Irma Escobar. She plans to attend Mississippi State University, followed by UMMC Dental School. Thank you to our cheer and dance members of the senior class. And now, for the seniors of our ROTC class, Deanna and DeAndre Strickland, escorted by their mother, Diane Wheaton. And next, Aiden Watkins, escorted by his parents, Richard and Rebecca Watkins. Thank you to the ROTC senior members.
The following broadcast is copyrighted by Pearl Municipal Broadcasting for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the written consent of Pearl High School or PMB Sports is prohibited.
Friday nights mean one thing in Mississippi: high school football. You've got a 50-yard line seat to the 6A powerhouse Pearl Pirates right here on B&B Sports. Now, batten down the hatches and hoist the colors. The Sky Family Dental Pirate Pregame Show starts now.
Well, good evening, Pirate fans, and welcome to the Rankin County Super Bowl, where tonight your Pirates will take on their rivals from the East, the Brandon Bulldogs, in what will prove to be the final game of the Pearl regular season and of our season altogether, but one that hopefully we can go out on a high note. I'm Greg Flynn with Bryant May, and, well, it's a Herculean task in front of us, it appears.
It's going to be a difficult one, but you never know what could happen when Pearl versus Brandon, the Eat Dirt rivalry here, as two teams share Highway 80 and so much proximity and so much history. 72 years in the making to lead us up to tonight. The last four matchups, 2-2, split. You never know what could happen tonight. The records don't favor us, but that's why they put the ball on the field.
It is senior night here as well as on the field prior to the game. They honored all of the football seniors as well as the cheer and the dance and ROTC. So a touching moment tonight, and we want to get you right in. We've got a condensed pregame as we're going to jump right into our keys to the game tonight, Bryant. And, well, number one, it's pretty easy. Show Pirate pride. We've got 2 wins, but you have to remember it is an Eat Dirt game, and you've got to conjure up whatever you can for tonight.
Yeah, this is a rivalry that whether we played the second week of the season that happened for a few years or whether it's the last game of the season, this is a time where you throw the records out the window, and it's all about pride tonight, and that will be exactly what you hope you see a lot of from these Pirates, especially these 14 seniors on senior night.
On defense, we have simply got to be blunt. We have got to stop number 6, junior Nate Blunt, for these Bulldogs. He's run for 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's going to be a tall task at hand, and slowing down a guy who is quite the athlete, Nate Blunt. I was down on the field before the game, and he is a specimen. Nate Blunt on the season leads the team 172 carries, right at 114 yards per game for only the junior Nate Blunt. He has 13 touchdowns on the season as well.
On offense, we need the line's best game of the season tonight to open the holes for the running game and to give Jack Durr some time.
That's right. This Brandon Bulldog defense comes into tonight only giving up 16 points a game, and this defensive front is going to be a tall task for the offensive line, but you got some of those seniors that we recognized a little bit earlier on that offensive line, and so tonight their final stand to hopefully give some time to Jack Durr and open up the holes for big dog TJ McKenzie and Ben Alexander.
Hey, we're going to immediately go to our offensive player spotlight, and that's going to be on Jack Durr. He's a freshman, but he's going to need to play like a senior tonight if the Pirates are to have any chance. Really make good decisions.
Yeah, he's a freshman that has now grown up into basically a sophomore. He's a guy who's now started 10 varsity games, and he's had some bright spots along with a few stumbles along the way, but pretty good numbers for only a freshman on the 6A level. Over 1,500 yards passing, 13 touchdowns through the air, 344 yards on the ground, and 4 touchdowns there as well. That's been the surprising part of this season is Jack Durr's legs. We'll see if he can maybe surprise the Bulldogs tonight with getting out of the pocket and picking up some yards on the ground.
Hey, a quick look at the rest of the starters tonight. One guy that really we could use to get going is Jamarion Turner. He's been pretty quiet the last few weeks. Our receivers, very talented. Kenji McNair, Shaden McCollum, Marquell Lake. Halfback will be Talon Jackson, and there we go. This is our offensive line that's really going to have to shine tonight in Reed Grantham, Caston Channel, DJ Page, Kendall Burks, and Takofa Lewis. Right now, it appears that they are about ready for God Bless America and our national anthem, as the Pearl Lower Elementary Choir will be assisting our Pearl Pirate Band tonight, the final of our schools to be honored here this season.
Move your head here. Salute our nation's flag. With your right hand as we recite together the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, let us honor America and its heritage of freedom. Join the Pirate Band and the Pearl Lower Elementary Honor Choir under the direction of Mrs. Heather Howell in the performance of God Bless America. And please continue standing for the playing of our national anthem. Tonight, the colors will be presented by the Pearl Naval Junior ROTC.
What a great job by the Pearl Lower Elementary Honor Choir and our Pearl Pirate Marching Band. Those senior members of the band will be recognized during our halftime show, as the band will also perform with the Brandon Band in a performance to show just a bit of unity for this Rankin County Super Bowl. Hey, as we continue here on the Sky Family Dental pregame show, we want to take a look at our defensive spotlight player, and boy, he has done it. He is a senior, and we're going to need him to do it tonight, and that is going to be Cobra Kai Jefferson, Brian.
That's right. Kai Jefferson, recognized just a little bit a while ago, along with 13 other seniors here on senior night. Kai wears number 5, and he anchors down the middle of that Pirate defense. 15 tackles on the season, last week 15 tackles and 3 tackles for loss in a difficult loss to Oak Grove. 83 tackles on the season for Cobra Kai, 48 of those of the solo variety, 6 tackles for a loss and 2 sacks. He has been a busy man on the 2022 season, helping hold this defense together. We'll take a look at the rest of the starters to support Cobra Kai. Then we'll have a tall task tonight to slow down the Brandon Bulldog offense, averaging 35 points a game. Jabron Moore, another one of those seniors, recognized tonight, wearing number 44. Ken Mangum, wearing number 28, and Cameron Hewitt will help anchor down the defensive line for the Pearl Pirates. Caleb Arterberry, only a sophomore, wears number 12, and he will be a linebacker tonight, along with Trey Schaefer, wearing number 10, and Marcus Thompson, another senior, wearing number 7. The secondary will look like this for the Pirates. Evan Williams, the freshman, who's now making his 4th start at the defensive back position, wearing number 20. Damon Draper shadows him on the other side, wearing 14. And our 2 safeties tonight will be Amarius Johnson and Demario Ragsdale, printed there as a safety. I believe that's actually going to be Kavion Freeman.
Well, no, Kavion is not going to get the start.
Okay.
DeMario Ragsdale is going to get the start tonight.
So 4 down linemen.
We are
There
going to have to do whatever we have to do to slow down this Brandon running attack. All right, we've got our captains that are coming out towards midfield. We're going to have the coin toss. Boy, just an overflow crowd here. The Brandon fans are packed in. They're lined up along the fences. Pearl, there is not a seat to be had in the Pearl stands, and they're going to be lined up along the fences as well. This is a true Rankin County Super Bowl and a chance, Bryant, again, to make that bitter pill of this season taste just a little bit better.
That's right. It's been a difficult 2022 season, but it could all be almost forgotten about if you could pick up a big upset victory tonight. Again, if Pearl is able to knock off Brandon tonight, they could knock them not out of the playoffs, but they can knock them to having to make a road trip to the coast next week as the 6A playoffs kick off. If Brandon wins, they will assure a home game as they kick off the 6A playoffs next week just down the road on Highway 18.
All 14 seniors have come out as honorary captains. Going out to do the coin toss will be big dog Jamarion Turner. It will be Kendall Burks, number 65, Kyon Cobra Kai Jefferson, and Reed Grantham. We have our 2 Rankin County supervisors that are going to be participating in the coin toss tonight. Mr. Jay Bishop and Steve Gaines. They will be, they try to unify as the players are gathered there for the coin toss. In just a moment, we're going to try and get a word with Coach Hunter as the Pirates will make their way out onto the field. We're going to watching down for the field to see who won the toss for this Rankin County Super Bowl. And I believe our friend Josh Manning has head coach Justin Hunter down on the field. And he's going to get him mic'd up. Hey, Coach Hunter, you got us?
Check. Y'all hear me, guys?
Yes, sir. Hey, how was that pregame speech?
Man, you don't have to say a whole lot this week, just to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, what are you hoping to see from your guys tonight? I know just the most effort that they've shown all season.
Yeah, no, man, we just challenged them, told them they were very blessed to get to play in such a rivalry game. Some of them don't understand it because they're young. Others have been through it a couple times and they understand, but there's nothing sweeter than beating Brandon if you're a Pearl Pirate, and that's our plan to do tonight. We know we're underdogs. We've got 0 to lose. We've heard all that, all the cliches, but at the end of the day, it's Pearl Brandon. Anything can happen, and these kids are finna play their hearts out for their community and their school, and that's all we're ever going to ask of them.
Well, thank you, Coach. Go play dog catcher tonight.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you.
All right, we will talk to Coach Hunter again after halftime. The Pirates are in Bucky, and they are getting ready to roll out before a packed house here tonight at Ray Rogers Stadium. Boy, the fans are just, you'd never know that this was a 2-8 team against a 9-1 team, as this is an absolute wonderful crowd here for a high school football Thursday night.
Yeah, and that's why they call it the Rankin County Super Bowl, because of all of the build-up. And it doesn't matter what the records are, throw them out the window. Everybody wants to be here to see what's going to happen on the center stage tonight on a Thursday night of high school football. Getting a chance to move this up as a lot of the 6A games happening tonight. Brandon taking the field, and here comes the Pirates.
The Pirates coming out of Bucky. Kickoff of the Rankin County Super Bowl is next.
Are you ready?
$365 days ago, these two teams met over at Brandon. Tonight, they are back for the Rankin County Super Bowl, this time in the friendly confines of Ray Rogers Stadium. Good evening, folks. I'm Greg Flynn, joined by Bryant May, and we are set for kickoff of the Rankin County Super Bowl between your Pearl Pirates and the Brandon Bulldogs. Our Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau kick is teed up and ready to fly. Pearl has won the toss and elected to defer, so Brandon will get their hands on the football first. As Keller Reed puts his foot into it, and he's going to kick one down that will be taken in. Oh, bobbled. Taken in officially at the 14. And the Pirate special teams there with a great tackle to stop the Bulldogs at the 25.
Appropriately enough, one of the seniors recognized just a moment ago, Marcus Thompson makes the tackle on special teams. The Pearl Pirate defense going to have to slow down this talented Brandon offense, averaging 35 points a game. We'll take a look at your defensive starters for the Pirates. It's going to look like Jabron Moore, Ken Mangrum, Cameron Hewitt, and Demario Ragsdale, the big men up front. The linebackers tonight, Kai Jefferson, Caleb Arterberry, and Trey Schaefer. Along with Marcus Thompson, the secondary, Evan Williams, Damon Draper, and Omarius Johnson, along with Jamion Smith, another senior, getting the start.
Landon Varnes, the very talented quarterback for Brandon, leads his offense out. He's going to do a quick throw off to the left side, and the Pirates there for a very short gain. One of the things we're going to look out for, this is a very balanced Brandon team. Varnes can throw it. He's thrown for more than 2,000 yards. And Nate Blunt, the big running back in the backfield, watch out for him. On second down, there's a handoff to Blunt. Oh, and he just ran into a brick wall and gets thrown back.
Speaking of Blunt, there he is. And speaking of the Pearl Pirate defense, there's Jabron Moore, along with Caleb Arterberry, to wrap up the talented and very thin junior Nate Blunt, averaging 114 yards a game.
Bulldogs showing tempo, but now slow it down to get a play based on what the Pirates are running. A Pearl pool, third down. Barnes, quick throw out here into the flat. That ball's complete. They gave him a lot of room. That's going to pick up a first down. Kept the big play from happening, but that ball was going to be completed to Devin Thigpen.
Yeah, the senior wideout for Brandon just came in kind of set down about 10 yards. Evan Williams giving him a lot of space. The freshman DB respecting the senior receiver for Brandon, and Landon Barnes put it right on the money.
A fresh set of downs for Brandon. First down at the Pirate at their own 41-yard line. Barnes going to keep it now. A quick throw over the middle. That ball's going to be complete and very close to exactly 10 yards. Looks like the Bulldogs will pick up another first down as that's completed to sophomore Quincy Phillips, a transfer from Madison Ridgeland Academy this year. On 1st and 10, just over midfield. That ball thrown incomplete to the outside. Ooh, right, they're trying to go fast. You're going to have to catch your breath.
Yeah, pass intended that time for the junior, 83 Cameron Keys for Brandon. And Landon Barnes shot him too far to the left. And Brandon is running a little bit of tempo, trying to catch Pearl on their heels.
Second down and 10 from the Pirate 49. Barnes fakes right, now comes back left. Cameron Hewitt is there, and oh, what a terrific tackle by Mayhem, Jabron Moore.
Beautifully read by Jabron Moore as he saw the little wide receiver screen, and Jabron Moore stayed home, reached back, grabbed the ankles of Quincy Phillips, and it's third and a long way to go for the Bulldogs here.
That's going to count as a tackle for loss of 2 yards, bringing up a Pearl pool. Third down and 12 from the defense. Barnes will drop back to pass, spins the football. He's pressured. We're going to have a holding call, and he's going to throw it away. That's going to also be a flag. Should be grounding.
Yeah, Coach Hunter frantically jumping up and down, trying to call for the grounding call, but we're going to get the holding call, which I believe we would just decline.
Well, the official is holding that spot because that's going to be an important call because that would be a spot foul.
That's right.
But they're not. Now he's going to say no intentional grounding. I can't believe that, but
either way, we should see a punt from Brandon, but coaches pleading their case, trying to get the intentional grounding call as well.
Well, the referee's coming over to explain it to Coach Hunter. It was great pressure applied and no chance for Barnes, and he just slung it over to the Brandon sideline. There wasn't a receiver anywhere near there.
Yeah, he was not outside the tackle box, did not get it past the line of scrimmage, and there was no receiver in the area. Looks like it will be the holding call. Let's see if we keep it. Nope, we will decline it to make it fourth down.
It will be 4th down and 12, back from the Brandon side of the 50. Actually, they are going to mark it back don't understand that. Oh, Frank Hutton down in the truck looking it on the replay. Says his knee was down, so that's why there was no intentional grounding. Good call, Mr. Hutton. Thank you. So 4th down for the Bulldogs, and they will indeed punt as they're now at their own 41. Good snap. Kick is away, and it is a high punt. Fair catch called for, and, well, Isaiah Wynn got away from it. Thank goodness.
Yeah, really smart play by Isaiah Wynn as Evan Williams on special teams, one of the gunners, kind of got bumped into Isaiah Wynn's territory. And smart play by the sophomore Isaiah Wynn to not potentially miss that ball and cause a turnover.
So the Pirates will take over at their own 21. They've held serve by holding the Bulldogs on their first drive. Now let's see what young Jack Durr, Captain Jack, has in store. The young freshman playing in his first Rankin County Super Bowl. He'll start off with a handoff to Turner. Turner, he gets into the linebacker level. He's out to the 30-yard line, and the big dog wanting to eat early.
Great first down run by the senior tailback, Jamarian Turner. Jack Durr, your freshman starter, over 1,500 yards passing and 13 touchdowns. McNair, McCollum, Lake, your wide receivers. Talon Jackson, the halfback. Reed Grantham, Caston Channel, DJ Page, Kendall Burks, and Takofa Lewis, your starting offensive line.
Playbook wide open here on 2nd and 1. We will run it with Turner, and Turner crosses the 35 out to the 39-yard line, and a Renaissance bank gives us a fresh 4.
Great job by that offensive line. Kendall Burks pulling, Talon Jackson opening up holes from the halfback position, and this is the Jamarian Turner that we wanted to see if you're a Pirate.
Durr will now check the sidelines. We said the offensive line was going to have their best game of the season, and on the first 2 plays, they are driving the Bulldogs back, opening up gaping holes. Durr will roll out this time, looking to pass, he will throw it. That ball is going to complete here on the near side. That's going to be Markwell Lake, and he's going to be close to midfield. They'll mark him down at the 47.
Beautiful crossing route by Markwell Lake, and Jack Durr put it right on the money. So Jack's first pass, he's 1 for 1. You gotta like the momentum you see here from the Pirates offense early in this one. Just under 8 minutes now remaining in the first quarter.
Well, it makes it easier when you have 2nd and 1, as they've had on this drive again. Oh, Durr's going to keep it this time. They bought Turner, and Captain Jack's going to get us a first down across midfield into Brandon territory at the 47.
And Trey Trigg, number 91, thought he had a TFL tackle for a loss, and instead Jack Durr kept it, and that's the play that has sprung Jack from many long runs on this 2022 season. That one picks up a Pirate first down.
A Renaissance bank, fresh 4 now. Brandon jumped into the neutral zone, but no flag. As both teams going with the tempo, getting to the line quickly, but now checking with the sideline. Durr, he's going to hand that ball off again. Turner this time. He's still got positive yardage to the 45 of the Dogs, a pickup of 3.
Another good push by that offensive line right up the middle, and there's some big guys on that opposite side. 95, DeAndre Washington, 91, Trey Trigg. Those are a load to move. Brandon playing 3 down linemen, and those guys trying to anchor that middle against this Pirate run game.
On 2nd down and 7. High snap, Durr gets it down, and this time they got the big dog. They sling him down back. Well, they're going to give him forward progress to the 49-yard line, so only a 1-yard loss will bring up a Pearl Pool, 3rd down and 11.
That's the senior linebacker, Dysart Bell. He leads the team with 107 tackles for Brandon, 12 tackles per game by that senior linebacker, and he blew up the backfield and was right at the feet of Jamarian Turner as soon as he took the handoff.
This time, Jack will drop back to pass, looking, going to throw it deep, trying to get his man to break, and thank goodness that ball was dropped, because that was an interception for sure.
Yeah, there's going to be a flag back at about the 48-yard line, and it was a chop block on Jamarian Turner, who came up and hit the linebacker Bill. You see it right there at the bottom of your screen, right before the camera changed.
But that will be declined, as it is 4th down. And Brandon will get the football back as Pearl will send out the punt team. disappointing end with what started out to be a very promising drive.
Yeah, Pirates saw a lot of momentum, and then as soon as they had a negative play and put us behind the sticks, that's been a difficult place to work from all year long, especially against a Brandon defense only giving up 16 points a game. And here comes the junior, Jacob LaFontaine, with his first punt of the night.
Back deep for the Bulldogs is number 3, a talented sophomore running back receiver, Quincy Phillips. Low snap. LaFontaine's able to get it away. Low spiral. That's going to take a big Pirate hop. Nice job, Jacob. This ball's going to get right at the 10-yard line.
39 yards on the Jacob LaFontaine kick and roll, and the Pirates going to have a tall task in front of them, some 90 yards ahead of them. And Greg, we'll see if we see number 2 for Brandon, Lester Miller. You and I, as we were watching warm-ups earlier, Lester Miller, their leading wide receiver with over 1,000 yards receiving on the season, came up looking a little gimpy in a pregame warm-up, and he was not out there for the first series and does not appear to be on the field for the second series as well. Looks like head coach Sam Williams going to not take any chances with him and try to keep it and get him ready for the playoffs next week.
Barnes leads the offense out from their own 10. Handed off to Blunt. Blunt bounces it to the outside. Initial contact couldn't get him down, but the Pirates close quickly, and it'll be a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
And there you see the mobility of the really thick Nate Blunt, a 3-headed monster in the backfield for Brandon. And Nate Blunt, Quincy Phillips, and it was Jarvis Durr, the senior, who was lost for the season a couple of weeks ago.
Quick throw out into the flat. This is going to net very few yards. A good job by the Pirates closing quickly on that. That's going to be a pickup of just 2, and it will bring up a Pearl Pool 3rd down.
Jahair Buckhalter, the guy who caught that one, the senior cornerback Azir Chin, comes up and makes the tackle.
Here's a handoff to Blunt. He finds a hole in the middle this time. Pirates able to get him down on the ground, but not before he picks up a first down and a fresh set of downs.
Nate Blunt, the definition of a bowling ball at running back, as he just bowls over the linebacker.
Quick throw by Barnes out into the flat. That ball's complete, and the Turf Monster helped us out, as it's going to be a pickup of 5. Unable to turn the corner as he loses his footing over there on the far side. Jahair Buckhalter. Here we go again. Now here goes Blunt up the middle. He's going to fall forward. He's going to pick up a first down. He doesn't need much of a hole. He's a big guy, but he's pretty shifty in finding his way to get in those little gaps. There goes Blunt. This time they're going to stack him up. Gain of just 2.
Brandon going so quickly, making it really difficult to have any kind of substitution for Austin Wilbanks on defense. And it feels like the 3rd week in a row, Northwest Rankin, Oak Grove, and Brandon, all offenses that like to go quick.
Well, Brandon's obviously trying to get this one over as quickly as possible because they want to get to the playoffs. Pirates are certainly willing to take as long as it takes tonight. There's Blunt again. They're going to stack him up once again. He'll make the 44, but that'll bring up a Pearl Pool 3rd down and 5.
That time it was Trey Schaefer sticking his nose in there and grabbing Nate Blunt around the ankles, which is about the only place that you can tackle that guy. And Blunt will check out on 3rd down.
Barnes checking the sideline. If you're listening on 104.3 FM, The Pirate, Bulldogs moving from left to right on your dial. Barnes fakes the handoff. Quick throw over the middle. He's got his man, and that's going to be a big play into the secondary, and that's going to be a Brandon touchdown. A heck of a completion there to number 3. That's Quincy Phillips that we told you about. That talented sophomore, the transfer from MRA.
A beautiful fake by the junior quarterback, Landon Barnes, and Azir Chin, the corner, bit on it, and there was no safety help over the top on the slant route to Quincy Phillips. And 56 yards later, Brandon puts the first points on the board in this one.
Brandon will line it up for the extra point. Jacob Stevenson, the kicker for the Bulldogs. Oh, high snap. They get it down, and Let's see. And it does go through. That was dicey, but the Bulldogs draw first blood 7-0.
Scores Bulldogs 7.
Buying or selling a home? Look no further than David Ostrander at Keller Williams Realty. David and his family are proud supporters of Pearl Public Schools and all Pirate athletics. Keller Williams represents more home buyers and sellers than anyone else in central Mississippi. They offer military and veteran benefits to their clients and love taking care of teachers and first-time home buyers. Contact David Ostrander at 601-850-6728.
Please report to the North End Zone. All students being recognized for Hall A honor roll for the first 9 weeks. North End Zone. Ball goes in the end zone, be a touchdown for the Pirates, first and 10.
And so the Pirates will start it off. First and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Pirates had some momentum on that last offensive drive as you saw some runs from Jamarian Turner, 3 or 4 positive runs. Also a good slant route to Markwell Lake before losing yardage around midfield and forcing themselves into a punt after an incomplete pass. See what Jack Durr and Coach Weems and Coach Hunter have drawn up here against this Brandon defense.
We go with 3 wide receivers, 2 here to the near side. Shaden McCollum up top. This will be a handoff to Turner. Well, no, actually, Durr kept it, and Durr's going to take it out to the 30, and that's going to be right at the first down marker. That was just a great fake as Durr put it in the gut of Turner and then took it right back out, and Captain Jack took off.
Yeah, Jack had everybody faked on that one. You, me, and I believe some of our cameras as well. Good job by somebody staying there with him on our production crew. Jack Durr with a great fake as it was I think a little bit of an RPO option, and Jack got to read whether the defensive end was going with him or the running back.
But
officials talking with Sam Williams about something. Hopefully this one does not come back, but now the head official coming over to talk to Coach Hunter. No flags on the field that I see.
There's no penalty flags, and the Pirates are ready to run the play, but they're marking it down at the 27-yard line. And that may be what they're explaining, as Jack got all the way out close to the 30. And everybody seems to be in a little kumbaya.
So it will be second down is all I pick up there. We'll see where does the ball sit.
It'll be second down and 4 as the referee will now go back over and share his thoughts with Sam Williams. So nobody was too upset about whatever this was. Well, but now the referee's walking down to talk to the back judge. All right, now everything's back squared away. We got to move the down marker. Yep, it'll be second down and 4 for the Pirates. And the ball off to Turner this time. Ran into 3 Bulldogs right at the line of scrimmage. No push that time.
Yeah, there were no options up the middle for Jack Durr or Jamarian Turner, and DeAndre Washington led the charge. Number 95, the nose guard for Brandon, was all in the Pirates' backfield. Big third down here.
Oh, and there was well, I would say that that's offsides, but they're going to call a false start against the Pirates. That's one way to do it. The Havard Real Estate Group penalty will back us up 5.
False start is the Pirates.
Goodness gracious. Brandon Lyman got his money's worth. So third down and 9 now. A Pearl Pool, 3rd and 9. So what was a 3rd and 4 Now turns into a passing down for sure. Durr back to pass. He's got time. He throws deep over the middle and just overthrown as he was looking for McCollum, who had his man beat to the inside, but that one sailed over his head.
McCollum covered by Jonathan Crane. Crane pretty good coverage step for step with him, and it looks like Quincy Phillips is going to set up to receive this Jacob LaFontaine punt right at midfield. So Brandon going to start with excellent field position if things go as expected here on this punt. Already up 7-0.
4th down and 9, deep in their own territory. Good snap. Jacob puts his foot into it. It's a high knuckleball that's going to bounce and check up a little bit. It's going to take a pirate roll over midfield. And looks like they are going to settle it down at the 47-yard line. So
33-yard boot from LaFontaine. Pretty good job kicking it directionally away from the very elusive Quincy Phillips, who already has a 56-yard touchdown reception. And here comes Landon Barnes and Nate Blunt back onto the field. Again, these Bulldogs 5-1 in region play. Their only loss, a 25-20 loss against Oak Grove, where they were intercepted in the end zone. They have sat as the #1 team in the state of Mississippi for much of the season.
On 1st down, there goes Blunt. Big hole up the middle and just tripped up, thankfully, as he'll pick up 9 and not a touchdown.
Caleb Arterberry with a touchdown saving tackle. You get a good look at it there on the Rogers Dab Chevrolet Instant Replay. Caleb Arterberry really laying out and
just grabbing a shoelace.
Getting with his right arm. It looks like there's going to be an injured Bulldog lineman, number 73, Brandon Elam, the junior offensive lineman, having some kind of discomfort. He's going to try to get off the field. Coach Sam Williams out there on top of the Pirate logo, trying to tend to his offensive lineman.
Well, we certainly hope that young man is okay, as he'll get looked at over on the sideline. Well, they're going to give them a 1st down here at the 44. Looked like it was a gain of 9, but they gave him a little extra to put that nose of the football right at the chain. So a 1st down for Barnes and his offense. They've been finding some weakness up the middle against the Pirates. Barnes going to throw, fakes the wide receiver screen, going to throw it deep, has a man wide open in the flat, and inside the 15 to the 14 goes number 5, Jahair Buckhalter.
Clearly some kind of maybe miscommunication in the Pirate secondary, as Buckhalter was all by himself, and looked like perhaps Jamion Smith went over and helped on the slant route across the middle, and Kai Jefferson lost Buckhalter as well.
Oh, they go quick this time, but Ken Mangum not having any of that as he gets Blunt stopped at the line.
Great job by the junior defensive lineman, Ken Mangum, sliding in right at the ankles of Nate Blunt. Bulldogs trying to sniff the end zone for a 2nd time tonight.
There'll actually be a tackle for loss. Loss of a yard, 2nd down and 11. Barnes gives the hard clap. Now he'll check over to the sidelines. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to either side. Barnes is going to throw again, quick to his right. That ball was low and incomplete.
Pass intended that time for 83, Cameron Keys, the junior wide receiver, who ran a little quick slant route right into the end zone. I believe the ball is a little bit low from Barnes. Keys unable to pull it up, and this is a big chance for a stop here by the Pearl Pirate defense.
A Pearl Pool, 3rd down and 11. Barnes now has his play. They will quick slant throw and incomplete. Barnes rushed that one. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Pass intended that time for number 4, Devin Thigpen on the quick slant route. Evan Williams in coverage, and Landon Barnes threw it a good yard or 2 behind Thigpen, and looks like the offense going to stay though, Greg.
On 4th down and 11, Bulldogs going to keep the offense on the field, at least for now.
Only 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen. That's Thigpen and Phillips.
I think they're trying to get us to jump. Oh, he's going to run the play. Barnes back to pass, throwing it into the end zone. Incomplete, and the defense stands tall. They bent, but they did not break.
DeCoria Buchanan checked in at halfback, and number 25 went out to the flat. He took one linebacker on a wheel route, and then Nate Blunt went on his second wheel route, and Landon Barnes just sailed that ball well over the head of Nate Blunt. Big stand by the Pirate defense to keep this one only to a touchdown deficit.
Well, that was a gift, honestly, as they go for it on 4th down and 11. So let's see if we can make them pay for that rolling of the dice. Pirates will have the ball at the 13-yard line. Durr will hand the ball off. Good blocking that time as Turner's able to find a little bit of a hole out to the 19. Be a pickup of 6. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4. You like these manageable 2nd downs.
Picking up at least 5 on 1st down is always helpful for the play calling on 2nd and 3rd.
Durr this time will roll out, looking to throw, still rolling. Now he rolls right into the pressure. He'll just throw that one away. Smart play by Jack, nothing there. Live to play another day as we'll get 3rd down now and 4.
That's where you see Jack is only a freshman who's now almost grown up into a sophomore, making a really headsy play. You have a productive 1st down play to make it 2nd and 5. And right there, instead of taking the sack or throwing the ball into coverage, Jack just wisely throws it out of bounds to make it 3rd and manageable.
3rd down and 4 for the Pirates from their own 19-yard line. Be huge if we can move the chains here. And I think we're going to get a whistle and a timeout.
No, I believe we're going to get, well, the official dropped the flag and called delay of game.
Well, they're going to say timeout.
But now they're calling timeout as the team.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, the coaching staff is saying that we called timeout before the play clock expired so that the
Yeah, Coach Hunter going to argue his case. As you can see him talking to the line judge down at the 20-yard line. He's saying we called timeout. The play clock's still sitting at 25. One of the other officials here going out to
So let's hold the phone. They're going to have a discussion about it and say, when did they call the timeout? The far official dropped the flag. The near side official did not, because I think he heard the timeout. You know, it's a huge play between 3rd and 4 and 3rd and 9. So now here comes the referee, and they're going to wave that off, and they will give Pearl the timeout. Let's see if they're going to come off the field now, if they counted that as the time, because everybody is still standing out in position.
Well, the whole Brandon team walked off the field as if it was a timeout. Then delay of game was signaled, and now they go back and give credit for the timeout. But if you use a timeout, you ought to get to utilize the minute or two.
All right, now they got to put the ball back.
Now, will they actually use a timeout?
They'll take one off the board, but they're not going to give them the benefit of what you get during the timeout. So 3rd and 4 for the Pirates, back at the 19-yard line. Durr will hand the ball off. And a big bust out on the far side by the big dog is going to move the chains out to the 27-yard line.
Jamarian Turner, have a night, son. Great job here in the first quarter by Jamarian, keeping the legs moving, bouncing to the outside. Offensive line opening up holes, and a big 1st down for the Pearl Pirates.
So a Renaissance Bank fresh 4 for us. And that will end the first quarter. Pirates on the move, trailing 7-0.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a
It was
difference.
so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
How local is Bank Plus? We're here, and here. And we're with you here, here, and here. Wherever, whenever you need us. We make our banking decisions right here because local means more than a location. It means a commitment to deliver more for our customers and our communities. Your bank, your plus, Bank Plus.
Please join us in congratulating these students and staff.
Just off your screen there to the left, they are honoring the All-A Honor Roll for the Pearl Lower Elementary tonight. And there's a great shot of those youngsters. Boy, they got to be some pretty smart youngsters over there because that is a lot of All-A Honor Roll. Congratulations to Pearl Lower Elementary, as tonight is your night. So now we've got to get all those boys and girls off the field so we can get the second quarter started. Pirates trailing it 7-0, but they have a first down at their own 29-yard line.
Quick update from some other scores happening around the region in state. Oak Grove leads Northwest Rankin 14-3 headed into the second quarter. That a big game as Brandon and Oak Grove kind of fighting for the number 1 seed. Meridian at Warren Central tonight, no score there. Also Terry at Petal, no score to note in that one either.
So they're still getting the lower elementary students out of the end zone for their own safety. Not that we want that ball going that way right now, but just in case. Packed house here at Ray Rogers Stadium. Fans lining the fences on both sides as well as the stands. Not a seat to be had. Just a great atmosphere here for the Rankin County Super Bowl, which is a pretty darn good one right now. All right, the referee still waiting to get an all clear. It looks like they have cleared the field. Now he'll blow the whistle, ready for play. We will see what goes out of the playbook here on first down. Durr's going to pass. Steps up in the pockets. He's going to keep it, take off. And a solid run on first down for Durr. It looks like a pickup of 9.
Good headsy play by the freshman Jack Durr. Sees nothing in the secondary, pulls that one down, navigates his way through the defense, and picks up a good solid 9 yards on first down.
So it sets up another second down and 1. Durr's going to keep it himself, stretches that ball out, and Captain Jack's got us a first down. Just over the 40 to the 41.
The fearless Captain Jack keeping that one and stretching it out as number 9, Jaden Callender, hanging on to Jack's lower half, but Jack stretches it just far enough for another Pirate first down.
A Renaissance Bank fresh 4. Now the coaching staff will look at the defensive alignment, send the play into Jack. 3 wide receivers, 2 here to the near side. Durr, quick throw out here to Kenji McNair. He can't bring that one in. A little bit low.
Ball just a little bit low for Kenji, as you see it there on the Rogers Dabs replay. Real quickly, your first quarter stats, rushing-wise. Pearl 44 yards, Brandon 35. Through the air, Pearl only 9, Brandon 119. Much of that on the 56-yard touchdown pass. Total yardage, Brandon 154, Pearl 53 through the first quarter.
So second down and 10 now from the 41-yard line. Jack will keep it himself on the keeper. He's got room into the secondary. And that is going to be a big gainer into Bulldog territory at the 40, but a flag comes down in the area of holding. And that is exactly what it will be. Flag right on the tip of the Pirate cap. And a first down, big run by Durr will be erased by the Havard Real Estate Group penalty.
That one a very costly one, the second of the night for the Pirates, and Jack Durr showing you the speed of his legs. 344 yards rushing on the season for Jack, 4 touchdowns, and again, remember a lot of those statistics rushing-wise as a quarterback in high school negated by any sack. Jack's legs doing the work tonight. Unfortunately, that holding call pulls that one back.
2nd and 15. Oh, a little flea flicker. Jack's going to sling it, and that ball will be short. No flag as Kenji McNair was trying to come back to the ball.
And all of the Pirate side of Ray Rogers Stadium beckoning for a flag. Head coach Justin Hunter, the first one out there in the officials' ears. And number 8 in coverage for Brandon. That is Jaqueline Love running with Kenji McNair. The ball was a little bit underthrown for McNair, so he had to slow down to try to catch it. Maybe that impeded his ability to catch it as well. Here comes 3rd and long.
Durr's going to throw. Throwing it deep. He's got a man. It's Shaden McCollum. He's got himself a touchdown. Arrgh!
It looks like there is a flag, though, Greg Flynn. I believe it's going to be roughing the passer. That is what it will be, and that will be declined. And 64 yards later, the Pirates have gotten back into this one. Jack Durr to Shaden McCollum, wide open in the secondary, and it's 7-6 pending the Colston Bennett extra point.
Shaden McCollum throwing some shade on the Raisin Canes touchdown on a beautiful throw from Jack Durr. Now the lights have reset itself. The referee's got to go pick up his flag. What is he doing? Yeah, he left his flag all the way back at the 29-yard line, so we got to wait on him to make the long sprint. Pirates will close the swinging gate and go for the traditional extra point. Sometimes Coach Hunter will look what the defense is doing and see if they're not paying attention and go for the 2 points. But we will line up for the regular extra point. Out of the hold of LaFontaine. High snap. Nope. I don't know if that's a fake or just yelling fire and he's going to throw it away. I think that was simply a high snap. And so it will be a 7-6 game now with 10:14 to play before halftime.
So you've injured your shoulder or your knee? And of course you want the best care and the best doctor available. The doctor on the left treats shoulders and knees and ankles and hands, while the Mississippi sports medicine doctor on the right specializes in one body area and one area only, treating thousands of patients a year. Trust your medical care to one of our true specialists. Mississippi Sports Medicine. We specialize for you.
Back inside Ray Rogers Stadium for the Rankin County Super Bowl. Pirates draw within a point at 7-6. Greg Flynn and Bryant May here with you. Once again, we want to wish the professor, Roy Harper, a speedy recovery as he is at home on the mend. Actually, Bryant, that penalty was going to be enforced on the kickoff, so we will be kicking off from the 45. So you can either boot this one way into the end zone for a touchback or perhaps think about an onside kick. Here we go, and it will be an onside. And they got the good hop, but an excellent job by the Bulldogs to fall on top of it. That number 84, Clarence Williams, that ball almost took that hop out of there. It was well done by Keller Reed.
Yeah, that was beautiful execution by Keller Reed. You just didn't get that final pop that you wanted, and Clarence Williams did what you teach those special teams guys on the onside kick to do. Come meet the ball, don't wait on it. Williams falls on top of it before Marcus Thompson can grab it. But love the play call by Justin Hunter and the Pirate coaching staff. You got nothing to lose here in this one.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 35. Here comes Blunt, and he's not going to get a whole lot, as holding on for the ride is Demario Ragsdale.
Demario Ragsdale and Trey Schaefer in there, wrapping up the big Blunt.
They'll give him a pickup of 3, so 2nd down and 7 now. Barnes will pass, throwing it out of the backfield. Oh, but we were waiting on it, and that was more like just hold him up, bounce him down, and then wait for reinforcements.
Evan Williams, the freshman, coming in with a lot of pop. He did not wrap him up, but I believe he knocked Nate Blunt off his balance enough to make him fall down.
Evan was a little bit outweighed on that one.
Probably by almost a bill.
But a tackle for loss makes it 3rd down and 14 now. Barnes looking to throw. He'll throw the underneath screen and dropped. Thank you very much, as Brandon will now have to punt.
That play was set up beautifully as Barnes looked to his left, looked back to his right, and Brandon had the wide receiver screen set up beautifully, but Devin Thigpen thought about running before he thought about catching, and here comes Will Elliott for another Brandon punt. 7-6. Pirates about to get the ball back with a chance to take the lead.
4th down and 13. Isaiah Wynn will stand back at his own 31. Ooh, a high snap. Here come the Pirates. Just does get the kick away. It's a low knuckleball. It's going to take a Bulldog hop. Just inside the Pirate 35 to the 34. So a chance for the Pirates to take the lead.
35 yards on the Will Elliott kick as you welcome us into the booth here at Ray Rogers Stadium. And it's a good one, Greg Flynn. Second quarter, 9 minutes remaining, 7-6. And the Pirates have had some spurts of momentum on offense. Bulldogs have looked a little slow on offense, a team that comes in averaging over 30 points a game, number 1 ranked team in the state, but they've had a couple of tight games, the last 2 against Oak Grove, that one a loss, and then they barely squeaked one out against Northwest Rankin. The Pirates keeping it close here.
On first down, Isaiah Wynn in at wide receiver. And we're going to get whistles, and I think we're going to get a delay game. I hate that coming out of a change of possession, that we're going to get a Havard Real Estate Group 5-yard penalty for delay of game. Back to the just inside the 30. Ball, the nose of the football touching the 30. I think the Brandon fans are a little shell-shocked here that they're like, we're in a dogfight here. Probably thought Pearl would be easy pickings this year, but such is not the case. As Durr looking to throw it deep, looking for McNair. That ball's going to be intercepted. As again, underthrown, just not enough air underneath it.
Jack looked left, and it was a full go route to Kenji McNair, and yeah, Jack underthrew him by a good 5 yards. And the senior Manny Didia, number 20 for Brandon, just playing that safety center fielder position. And he just dives in up into the air to pull that one down as he falls to the turf. And that one not only costly because it's the first turnover of the night, but also gives your defense no chance to rest as one play and the defense is back on the field to try to tackle Nate Blunt and slow down Landon Barnes.
Brandon will have the ball at their own 31-yard line. Here comes Blunt trying the left side. Oh, and a terrific play initially by Arterberry. Cleaned up by Mayhem, Jabron Moore.
Nate Blunt having a tough go at it, as you called it. Caleb Arterberry, the sophomore linebacker, the first guy who pushed his blocker into the secondary, and cleaned up by Jabron Moore. Nate Blunt having a tough night against this stiff Pirate defensive front.
Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 13. Barnes will give it off to Blunt again, and going low with nowhere to go, Azir Chin comes in and makes a great play.
We talked about it last week, how well this Pearl Pirate defense is doing at tackling low, especially against the running backs. And if you're Azir Chin trying to tackle Nate Blunt, there's nowhere to go but low. And Azir went right at his ankles. Nate tripped over him, and it's 3rd and 10 for this Brandon offense.
So a Pearl Pool, 3rd down and 10. Barnes sends his man in motion. Looking right, looking, throwing down the right sideline, and that's the man he sent in motion and was open and found a hole. That again, Jahar Buckhalter.
Nobody went with Buckhalter when he went in motion. He was all by himself. The closest guy to him was Amarius Johnson, and Evan Williams tried to come over as well. We've got a flag at about the 44-yard line of the Pirates, and hopefully this is not going to be a face mask to add on to the end of it, but it was way out in the secondary. Going to get a legal substitution call.
No.
Nope. I read that one wrong.
Sportsmanlike conduct against the Pirates. So it will be a 15-yard penalty tacked on to the end of that catch. And now they're going to drive deep into Pirate territory as they will move this ball all the way to the 30-yard line. And just like that, Brandon knocking on the door of the red zone. We went from a 3rd and 10 to now 1st and 10 at our 30. On 1st down, Barnes. He'll hand it off to Blunt. Good job stringing them out, and boy, we are making life difficult for their great running back, and Arterberry was over there again.
Caleb Arterberry is having a well of a game so far, and the sophomore playing like a senior here tonight on senior night.
Another tackle for loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. Barnes back to throw. He's going to throw the fade to the corner, and that ball's going to be caught, and that is going to be a Brandon touchdown.
31-yard pitch and catch from Landon Barnes to Devin Thigpen as he had one-on-one coverage with Evan Williams, and Thigpen just ran right by him, and Barnes put it right on the money.
Was that Evan at 20?
Yeah, Evan Williams was the quarterback. Marius was the safety.
Couldn't catch up for Evan. So Brandon will line up for what is now a critical extra point, as it is a 7-point game now. This could make it 8. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 6:49 to play before halftime. 14-6 now, Brandon.
At Bob Boyd Honda, we pride ourselves in getting our customers the best deals around.
Usually that means when we're selling cars, but right now,
Bob Boyd is in the market to buy.
we're offering top dollar for pre-owned autos, trucks, and SUVs.
Come by, talk to our dedicated team, and discover what a great time it is for Bob Boyd to buy back your used vehicle. Any make, any model.
Whether you're selling or buying, at Bob Boyd Honda, you get a deal.
So the Pirates looking now to get back in the game. Now trailing by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. It is 14-6 Brandon. Ready for our Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance kick. Jamarion Turner and Kenji McNair back deep for the Pirates. This will be kicked deep, and it's to Jamarion's side. Big Dog will take it in at the 5. Heading up the middle, makes the first wave miss, but he's going to get swallowed up by the second wave at the 19. Actually, they'll give him right to the 20-yard line, so just as good as a touchback.
Greg, Oak Grove now dialing it up on Northwest Rankin. Oak Grove 28-3. Warriors over the Cougars in the second quarter. Oak Grove flexing their muscles here in Region 3 6A as they are fighting for that number 1 seed tonight.
Well, we saw how good they are last week. Those Warriors are gelling at the right time. Durr, quick throw out to the flat. That ball's going to be caught. Nice spin move over there on the far side.
Yeah, that's Marquell Lake who running a little wide receiver screen, and we're going to have Takofa Lewis check out. Not sure what happened with Takofa. Maybe his helmet came off. Into the game for Takofa will be number 61, Jacoby Simpson, checking in.
Marquell a little gimpy, but staying in the game in the slot. Second down, Durr. Well, we're going to hand that ball off, and I think Durr kept it, and he's going to lose yardage back to the 16.
Just no space for Jack to run that time, as again it was number 9, Jaden Callender, who got into the backfield, causing all sorts of problems for this Pirate offense, and now we're facing a long curl pull 3rd down.
3rd down and 14. Bulldogs are showing blitz. See if they stick with it. No, now they kind of back out. Durr with a throw and incomplete. No flag on the play as he was looking for Shaden McCollum.
Jonathan Crane all over Shaden McCollum, and the official right there on top of it. No flag thrown as he's standing right behind him. It would have been a difficult catch for Shaden to make. He would have been right at the sticks. Not sure if he would have had enough for the first down or not, but the Pirate offense losing momentum, and here comes Jacob LaFontaine again for another punt. Brandon again going to get it in great field position with 5.5 minutes remaining before the half here in the Rankin County Super Bowl. Bulldogs up 14-6.
Jacob standing just outside the end zone at the 1. Good snap. He's going to step into it. Gets away a good high spiral. Fair catch called for and made at the 44-yard line of the Pirates. And Bryant, this is where you've got to hold on and avoid the tidal wave. You can't let Brandon jump on in front of you by 2 quick scores.
Yeah, and it hasn't so much been the rushing attack as it's been all about the passing game. 2 Bulldog touchdowns so far, a 64-yard touchdown pass. A 31-yard touchdown pass and a 56-yard touchdown pass. Bulldogs putting it in the air, and again, they're doing this without their leading wide receiver, Lester Miller, who has 12 touchdowns and 22 yards per catch on the season. Came up gimpy during warm-ups and has not been in this one so far.
Well, Buckhalter has been there and then some, as that ball is going to be jumped up and deflected by Ken Mangum. Got his arms up and altered that football.
A great look here on the Rogers Dabbs instant replay. The junior defensive end, Ken Mangum, doing what you teach. Get your arms up in the air as soon as you see that quarterback releasing the ball. And he knocks that Landon Barnes pass to the ground to make it 2nd and 10.
Barnes has 4 wide receivers. He'll drop straight back to pass. He's pressured. We'll throw it over the middle. Oh, and that's complete. That's a shame because we had great pressure on Barnes, but he's able to find number 16, Josh Coe.
Yeah, great job by Landon Barnes, and that's why he's the quarterback of a team that sat at number 1 in the state most of the season. He sits in the pocket in the face of the pressure and finds a wide open Coe.
He'll throw again. Shoulder fake. He's got another man wide open. That ball was caught, but Jamion Smith is closing. Not fast enough, lays a big lick, but it's going to be another first down for the Dogs.
Josh Coe yet again, and what a gutsy throw by Landon Barnes. Look at that window right there that you saw in the Rogers Dabbs replay that Landon Barnes fit that one into.
Going quick. This time they'll hand it to Blunt. Again, the Pirates are there. He'll be ridden down again by Ken Mangum.
Again, that Pirate defensive front going with 4 down linemen, just not willing to give Nate Blunt anything up the middle.
Well, they're forcing Brandon to beat us by the pass, and right now they're unfortunately doing that. Quick throw by Barnes out of the backfield. Here they come. Oh, and a big lick laid at the 10-yard line. I don't know if we're going to get a flag or if that's going to be a holding call, but Jamion Smith deuces comes and lays the lumber.
Yeah, we're going to look at it here on the replay.
Oh, that's holding.
Thigpen was trying to block Azir Chin. I'm hoping, I believe that's got to be the call. A block in the back is actually what the call will be, but that will be against Brandon, and that will send them backwards.
So the Havard Real Estate Group penalty comes at a very fortuitous time, as this will move them back right at the red zone to the 20.
Second penalty of the night so far against the Bulldogs. Pearl with 4.
Very important. It's now a 2nd down and 16. This is where it turns the Bulldogs a little one-dimensional, as you know they're going to be forced into throwing situations. Barnes will throw, looking left. Now comes back to the right, over the middle. Great defensive play by Cobra Kai Jefferson.
Got another flag in the backfield. I believe this one's going to be holding. Yep, it will be holding, as Jabron Moore was trying to get to the quarterback. And what a play, though, by Cobra Kai. Had that not been holding, a heck of a defensive play by the linebacker to get his hand up in the air and deflect that one away. We'll see if Coach Hunter and the Pirates decide to accept this holding penalty and back him up even more.
It's one of those that, you probably want to take it because you want to move them out of field goal range. You give them an extra down, but this is going to make it immense, as it's going to be now 2nd down and Flowood to go. They're going to move this ball all the way out to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, I like that call as well. If you can make 2 stops here on 2nd, 3rd down, this would not be a field goal range to keep it to a 1-score ball game.
Dogs have to reach the 4-yard line for a first down. Barnes surveys the field. He's now gone 5 wide. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here underneath, and that's not going to gain them anything. As terrific defense there. Marquell Lake in there at defensive back now.
Marquell Lake in at defensive back. Kenji McNair also in at defensive back here at the bottom of the screen guarding Thigpen as we've reached over to the offensive side of things to try to slow down this Brandon passing attack. And that time a great tackle on Nate Blunt.
So 3rd down and forever. Barnes will go back to pass. Looking deep over the middle. Oh, and that ball flutters and falls incomplete. And that's thank you to Mayhem, Jabron Moore, that got all up in the grill of Barnes.
Yeah, and it looked like there could have been another holding call that time against number 65, LaKendrick Anderson for Brandon. But we accepted that holding call, and it's going to net a deep, deep 4th down for Brandon. And right now it looks like Will Elliott going to boot this one away and try to pin the Pirates deep with 3:15 remaining here in the second quarter. Great job by the Pirate defense.
I want to change that. That was Durunta Johnson that was in there on that hit as Jabron Moore was getting strangled around the neck. Good play by Durunta. Oh, a high snap once again. Pirate rush coming on. He gets the kick away, and that ball's going to sail and be caught at the 4-yard line. Maybe could have let that one go and take your chances. But the Pirates will now start.
Yeah, what an effort there by Will Elliott just to get that one away. Last 2 snaps on the Bulldog special teams on punt coverage have been very high, and Marquell Lake pulled that one in at the 5. And Jack Durr and the Pirates got a long way to go if they want to try to put some points on the board here before the half.
They have it at their own 5. They'll move Jackson over to the left side. We'll try to run the ball. Jack's got it himself. He's into the second level, into the secondary. Captain Jack sets sail. His compass pointing north out to the 45.
40 yards on the scamper for the freshman Jack Durr, showing you that track speed. And a great job by Takofa Lewis throwing a block downfield along with Shaden McCollum. And Captain Jack putting this Pirate offense on his back.
They'll actually give him credit to the 46. So 1st and 10. Renaissance Bank moves the chains. Quick throw out here to Kenji. Kenji, he's going to throw it, and he's got Shaden. And that ball broken up, but they are going to call interference this time as McCollum was interfered with, and unable to make the interception was number 12, Javon Durr, and he is down on the ground.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much those guys are actually hurting as much as they're hating that pass interference penalty got dropped, and that's exactly what the call will be. And that will be a costly one as Coach Hunter and the Pirate coaching staff pulling out all of the stops here in this one. Nothing to lose in this final game for the Pirates, and a double pass from Kenji McNair to Shaden McCollum, pass interference all the way down the field, and they're going to come back and mark off those 15 yards.
Hey, I love the Pirate enthusiasm, thinking it was a spot foul as both the offense and the defense set up down at the pass interference. And the Brandon coaching staff made sure that they ran down and said, nope, the line of scrimmage was back there at the 46. So the Pirates will still have another 1st down inside of Brandon territory now at the 39. Hey, A for effort. Why not? If the officials aren't paying attention, you never know.
I believe Pearl's going to call a timeout and just kind of calm things down for a moment, get the play call correct.
We will take it with them.
Hey, I'm Matt, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the freshly baked, flaky, buttery biscuit. When I take a bite, it's kind of like, crispy, soft, crispy. Crispy outside, soft interior, crispy chicken. There's really nothing like it.
Hey, I'm Alexa, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken itself. It is more than scrumptious. It is more than delicious. It is scrumptiddlyumptious. I know that's not a real word, but I love it.
Shop, stay, dine, and play at The Connection, Mississippi's retail entertainment destination, located at the intersection of I-20 and I-55 in Pearl.
Coming out of the timeout, 1st and 10 for the Pirates at the Bulldog 39. Durr will throw. He's trying it deep, looking for Kinji, and just out of his reach. You know, Bryant, this was one of those games where, you know, as we've seen all season, sometimes the Pirates would get down and then let a tidal wave happen. But, you know, we've had many monikers over the years, and what's coming to mind right now is don't give up the ship. And they are battling to stay in this ball game with a 14-6 score. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now for the Pirates from the 39. We'll try and run the ball. Jamarion looking for a hole. Finds a couple of yards. He's going to pick up 2 to the 37, but that'll bring up a Pearl Pool 3rd down. I would imagine this is our last game of the year. This is 2-down territory now that you've crossed into Bulldog territory. So let's try and get it here, but if not, we'll look at 4th down. 3 wide receivers. Kinji McNair here to the near side. Durr fakes the handoff. He'll throw quick over the middle. That ball's caught. Great job by Shaden McCollum. And that's going to be a Renaissance Bank 1st down.
Jack threading the needle to put that one into McCollum. Great coverage in the secondary by Crane for Brandon, but an even better catch by Shaden McCollum. And another big 1st down for the Pearl Pirates on this final drive. Now less than 2 minutes remaining before the half.
Durr threw it where only McCollum could catch it. Durr's going to keep it again. This time Brandon was sniffing that out. He'll lose a yard back to the 30.
Gage Yates able to make that tackle as 2 of the Brandon linebackers got into the backfield, forcing Jack to run that one.
Just needed Talon to hold that block just a tick longer.
Yeah, Talon was outnumbered as well. 2 guys coming around that end. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Durr sends the big dog out in motion. He's going to throw over the middle. He's got his man in the end zone. And what a one-handed catch!
Marquell Lake, freshman to sophomore from 30 yards out. And Marquell Lake adding some creativity to that touchdown catch. One hand bobbled it a couple of times and pulls it in right into the corner of the Navy end of the end zone. And it's 14-12. Pirates going to go for 2 to try to tie this one here with a minute remaining before the half and the Rankin County Super Bowl.
We'll take a quick break as they line up for the 2-point conversion.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Merit Health.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
Back into Pearl Pirate. 2-point conversion. Looking to tie the game. It is 14-12 with 1:08 to play before the half, following the unbelievable catch by Marquell Lake on the Raising Cane's touchdown. Now we will...
Little razzle-dazzle. Reed Grantham is in the slot.
Jack will roll towards Reed. Throw back the other way. That pass is there. It is caught and stretching. Oh, they said he didn't get it! Talon Jackson reached out, and it looked like he was there, but they say it did not break the plane.
Going to get a look here on the Rogers Dabbs replay just out of frame as everybody got fooled except for that one linebacker for Brandon. That was Bell, and he's able to reach over and grab Talon Jackson, and
just short.
I will say he was short. The official was right there on top of it, some 5-6 feet away, and that one a costly one. As Greg, you remember, that was the same 2-point play that we ran a few games ago down the other end of the field. Great look here from our guys in the truck, and Yep, I believe the knee was down
Yep,
before he could extend the ball all the way.
Well, and the ball still landed short of the line. It was a great job by Talon, great effort. But oh, so close. So we're set now for a Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance kick. Keller Reed ready to boot it away. He will pooch kick this one. It will be fair caught at the 29. So the Bulldogs will have 1:07 to see if they want to do anything. Pirates actually, can be a 2-for-1 if they can hold the Bulldogs here, because we do get the ball to start the second half after winning the toss and deferring.
Interesting to note here, Evan Williams and Azir Chin back in at cornerback after seeing some Marquell Lake and Kenji McNair that last drive. But after the long offensive drive, they're sitting those guys, going back with the starters.
4 wide receiver set. Barnes back to pass looking. Oh, and Jabron Moore Mayhem just lit him up.
Pearl ball.
And let's see if the official agrees. He does, and the Pirates get a turnover.
Demario Ragsdale on the recovery, Jabron Moore on the explosion, and finally Mayhem gets home right at the back of Landon Barnes. He never saw him, and the ball squirts out, and Demario Ragsdale falls right on top of it. Greg, how about that for a 2-for-1?
Jabron, you just earned an ARG for that one, my friend. Mayhem causing havoc, giving the ball back to the Pirates at the 26-yard line. With 1:01 to play, took all of 6 seconds for us to get the ball back. So let's see if we can cash in. Durr will keep it. And not wanting to make a mistake down here, he will lose a yard back at the 32. Still need to get about 6 yards to be in comfortable Colston Bennett field goal range.
Only 1 timeout remaining for Pearl. 44 seconds and counting now on the clock.
You got one-on-one coverage at the top. Jack looking right, throwing into, well, thankfully that floated out of bounds as he was looking for Lake. Shaden McCollum had the one-on-one coverage up there at the top as the safety was rolling over to support him here with Marquell.
Jaqueline Love running in that man-to-man coverage for Brandon against Marquell Lake. Marquell kind of had to turn into a DB to make sure Love didn't pull that one down for an interception. This is a big 3rd down. You'd love to pick up some positive yardage. A first down would be a bonus, but you'd love to at least get it a little bit closer for Colston Bennett to potentially kick a field goal to put the Pirates ahead to go into half.
3rd down and 11. Durr back to pass, looking left. This time he's going left. And that ball will be, they knock it down, should be an incomplete pass.
No, I believe that was a sack. Jack just held on to it as he did not have enough time. There's a coverage sack, if you want to call it that, as Jack looked down the field and he had nothing. Pearl going to burn their final timeout. Okay, Brandon actually burned that timeout.
Well, Brandon wants to try and preserve because they think Pearl is going to have to punt it away here.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Hunter, you got nothing to lose. It's 14-12. You're out of Colston Bennett field goal range right now. I'm throwing this ball up.
Ball sitting at the 33-yard line. I want to remind you all of our timeouts brought to you by Johnny Mack over at Alpha Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by and visit Johnny Mack.
Stay with us on the Gene Newman Halftime Show as we'll see a special performance from the Pearl Pirate Marching Band along with the Brandon High School Marching Band together here on the field at Ray Rogers Stadium.
Let's hope there's no throwing of the trombones when they go down there. Don't throw the bones. All right, we're coming out of the timeout. Pearl keeping the offense on the field. Again, with just 25 seconds left. Chance to either throw this one into the end zone and see what happens and burn enough clock down.
Tarek Garner, your 5th wide receiver at the top of the screen.
Or go for the first down. Jack will drop back to pass. He's going to throw it deep. He's looking for the end zone. He's got McNair behind his man. That should be interference. Oh, and there's no flag. Justin Hunter pleading with the official. And now they're going to flag Hunter, but that's a penalty that he deserves and earned because that was pass interference, and Justin's going to get his money's worth for that. And now we're going to get a second flag because the official just threw his hat. And I don't know if that's going to warrant an ejection, but we will see.
Coach Hunter, rightfully so, as you're going to get a good look at it here on the Rogers Dabbs replay. Kenji McNair trying to catch it, and I believe that was number 20 in coverage for Brandon. Who,
no play on the football.
Wow. And, yeah, we've got law enforcement now on the field.
That's just officer Jenkins. All right, let's see. Here come the two penalties. All right, one's a sideline warning. And then we're going to get an unsportsmanlike against Coach Hunter. All right, it's going to be first down Brandon. So despite the two flags, one of those was clearly for the unsportsmanlike. I'm glad that Justin didn't get two unsportsmanlikes because that would have sent him to the field house. And so it appears that that was a sideline and an unsportsmanlike. But the problem now is, with 17 seconds left, you're going to put the ball 15 yards further. It's going to be close to midfield. Actually, they're going to mark it into Pirate territory at the 49. So you're going to give Barnes a couple of plays here with 17 seconds left. But don't fault Coach Hunter one single bit, because that was in a rivalry game. There is, wow, that was pass interference beyond measure.
Yeah, and that's a head coach fighting for his team is what that is.
Blunt comes around in motion. Barnes back to throw. He's going to throw it into the slot. That ball's going to be caught again on that far side. That's Buckhalter once again. And with 10 seconds left, they're going to be down to the Pirate 30. Actually, they're going to mark him out at the 32. So time for probably two plays at most. Barnes back to pass. This time he's going to be flushed. He'll throw underneath. Pirates willing to give that up. Don't give up too much, and Barnes is going to take it.
Clock will run out. Clock will run out. That will take us to halftime. How big is that as the coaching staff for Pearl clearing the defense off?
So they absolutely took up way too much time. Zero show on the clock. Pearl's headed to the field house. Brandon says there's 1 second left, and the referee, who's the most important, says halftime. Thank you for the makeup. Whatever that was, we are headed to the locker room, down by just 2 points.
What a closing to the half as Justin Hunter getting the ear of the head referee, the head official, as he's walking into halftime. You see it happening right there at midfield as he's trying to plead his case after what appeared to be a pass interference call. They entering the teams at separate times, trying to keep the guys separated, is all that you might expect from a Rankin County rivalry Super Bowl. Throw the records out the window, and you never know what happens when they take the field. We've got a 2-point ball game at halftime, Mr. Greg Flynn.
Boy, Coach Weems was replay on his, I think on his phone actually, and the referee just kind of waved him off as he ran away. Goodness gracious. Well, you wanted drama? You have got it here at the Rankin County Super Bowl. We'll step aside for a moment. When we come back, a performance by the Pearl Pirates and the Brandon Bulldog Marching Bands. Stay with us. 14-12, your score at the half.
You've heard it said, give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. But teach a man to fish, you'll come home dehydrated, severely malnourished, and late. Some quotes are better than others. With Alpha Insurance, he won't get the old bait and switch. He'll be as happy as a dog in the sunshine. Ain't that right, Otis? And there's nothing fishy about that.
Call Alpha agent John McHenry in Pearl for a quote today.
I'll take one of those shovels.
Oh, those shovels are lease only.
But I just want to dig a hole.
Well, I can sell you the sweet, sporty, compact model for cash.
You wouldn't put up with this at a hardware store. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
These fresh, never frozen chicken fingers at Raising Cane's are so delicious. They speak for themselves. So, while you watch, I'll tell you all about our secret dipping sauce. First off, it's a sauce. And you use it for dipping. That's all I can tell you. Because it's, secret. Raising Cane's. One love.
I'm State Representative Gene Newman, a proud supporter of Pirate football and a longtime resident here in Pearl. While players and coaches are well known around town, we have some unsung heroes here in our community. Our first responders save lives and protect us every day. Pearl firefighters respond to medical emergencies, car and home accidents, as well as fires. Our police officers work tirelessly to patrol our streets, help those in trouble, and catch the bad guys before they get away. Our 911 dispatchers are the lifeline for both our responders and our citizens. They take the calls to send help and do their best to keep the callers calm until help arrives. These folks are our heroes. I encourage you to thank them and perhaps join the team when positions become available right here in Pearl.
Hello, I'm Mayor Wyndham, and I'm thrilled to show you the city creating its own future. Pearl is located in Rankin County, the fastest growing county in Mississippi, and there's no question why. Access to great schools, even better shopping, and unbridled beauty make Pearl a town that truly embodies its name. And with a truly exceptional team of first responders, public safety is another key component of our success. With fantastic housing opportunities from quaint suburban neighborhoods to gorgeous lakefront properties, there's a place for you here in Pearl. You can't beat the location. Right outside of Pearl is the crossroads of the South, where Interstate 20 meets Interstate 55. From here you can travel anywhere within the state or the country. Or you can choose to stay right here in Pearl to enjoy a Mississippi Braves baseball game or experience the small town atmosphere, community pride, and heart of the local residents.
Think of the Pearl Pirates in one.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment this evening, the bands of Pearl and Brandon High Schools have combined to present a special patriotic performance. We hope that you will join in singing with the band students from both schools as they perform God Bless America and America the Beautiful. Now, under the field direction of drum majors Shayna Barnes, Caden Burns, Elizabeth Suddeth, and Diana Hernandez, we proudly present the combined Brandon and Pearl High School Band.
So a special presentation here between the Brandon and Pearl bands. A unified performance of a couple of songs here on the turf at Ray Rogers Stadium at Pearl High School. It's a good win on the game, 14-12. Bulldogs lead the Pirates at halftime. Now we're getting set for senior night. As we had senior festivities before the game, we recognized the 2022 Pearl High School football seniors, cheer and dance seniors, along with the ROTC. And now we're going to have a chance to recognize the many band seniors that you had a chance to see all season long. And they will be recognized here at Ray Rogers Stadium. And you'll get a chance to see and hear all of those recognitions right here on PMB Sports. We'll turn it back over to the public address announcer, John Rogers, as he gets us set for the senior band recognitions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We would now like to take a moment to recognize our 30 band singers and thank them for their dedicated efforts over the past 7 years. Singers, we're proud of your commitment to the Pirate Band and your willingness to invest yourselves in the pursuit of excellence. So that we may recognize you properly, please step forward when your name is called. Our first senior band member is Janila Antoine. Janila is the daughter of Latoria and Charles Antoine and serves as color guard, co-captain, and flute player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Janila plans to attend Xavier University of Louisiana to become a pediatric neuropsychologist. Janila believes band has taught her about relationships. According to Janila, band is hating each other one minute and loving each other the next because band is a family that has the ups and downs. Janila Antoine. Our next senior band member is Kimberly Garavalla. Kimberly is the daughter of Lloyd and Veronica Garavalla and serves as vice president, section leader, and flute player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Kimberly plans to attend a 2-year college, then a 4-year university where she will major in archaeology. Kimberly believes band has taught her that through perseverance, there's greatness. She has enjoyed making memories with her friends and finding a forever band. Kimberly Garavalla. Our next band member is Zach Bird. Zach is the son of Emily and Joel Bird and serves as a section leader and percussionist within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Zach plans to study film in college. Zach has loved the close bonds that he has made with the people in band. He will never forget all of his friends, section members, and the memories made with them. Band has taught him that hard work and dedication is required to achieve goals. Zach. Our next band member is John Desposito. John is the son of Michelle Desposito and serves as the chaplain and is a percussionist within the Pirate Band. After graduation, John plans to pursue music education at the University of Southern Mississippi. John believes band has become a family to him that he can trust and rely on. John Desposito. Our next band member is Kendra Dixon. Kendra is the daughter of Keisha Collier and serves as the color guard captain, a member of the leadership team, and trumpet player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Kendra plans to attend Mississippi State University and study psychology. She hopes to be a child psychologist after graduation. Kendra believes band has taught her that it's important to never give up and to always push harder and always strive to give your best. Kendra Dixon. Our next band member is Ethan Gager. Ethan is the son of Stephanie and Will Gager and serves as a section leader and class representative and is a trombone player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Ethan plans to attend Ole Miss to study computer science. Ethan believes that band has been a source of fun and joy for the past 4 years. From the wild times in the stands at football games to competitions to working on fun yet complicated pieces of music, band has provided him with many positive experiences. Ethan Gager. Our next band member is Araceli Garza. Araceli is the daughter of Jesse and Yolanda Garza and serves as a section leader and is a clarinet player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Araceli plans to go into the Army to become a nurse. Araceli believes that band has given her a family. She was able to start her high school career with people there to support and cheer her on every step of the way, and has met people that she would not otherwise have never encountered if she worked in the band. Arizona Rice. Our next band member is Stephen Rice. Stephen is the son of Michelle Rice and serves as a percussionist within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Stephen plans to go into aviation. Stephen believes that band has taught him to never give up. Stephen Rice. Our next band member is Landon Hayes. Landon is the son of Anna and Marcus Hayes and serves as a percussionist within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Landon plans to attend Ole Miss and play in the Pride of the South drum line. Landon believes band has helped him to make friends and has taught him to always strive for excellence because you're only as good as your worst enemy. Landon Hayes. Our next band member is Khalil Harper. Khalil is the son of Bernita and Reginald Harper and is a baritone player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Khalil plans to attend the University of Southern Mississippi and major in computer science. Khalil believes band has allowed him to make friends and helped him grow as a person. Khalil. Our next band member is Caden Hollinger. Caden is the son of Mitch and Marietta Long and serves as a percussionist within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Caden plans to study mechanical engineering at Mississippi State University. Caden says band has become a family to him over the course of his high school career. Caden Hollinger. Our next band member is Raylan Hunt. Raylan is the daughter of Tara and Alex Hunt and is a member of the leadership team and trombone player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Raylan plans to attend a 4-year university and study medicine. Raylan believes band has taught her self-discipline and how to be a leader among her peers. Raylan. Our next band member is Nathan Jenkins. Nathan is the son of Ivory and Jeremy Williams and serves as a pit section leader and is a percussionist within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Nathan plans to attend the University of Southern Mississippi. Nathan believes band has taught him a sense of responsibility. It has meant the world to him getting to know so many people. He considers fellow band members like family and has learned that he can always do more to improve. Nathan Jenkins. Our next band member is Charlize Johnson. Charlize is the daughter of Stephanie and Deontay Johnson and serves as a section leader and saxophone player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Charlize plans on going to Mississippi University for Women and majoring in marketing with a minor in culinary arts. Charlize believes band has taught her that commitment is important to success. Charlize Johnson. Our next band member is DeSanti Lane. DeSanti is the daughter of Hattie and Daniel Lane and serves as a color guard member within the Pirate Band. After graduation, DeSanti plans to attend Mississippi State University. DeSanti believes band has taught her patience and endurance and to constantly push herself to be the best that she can be. DeSanti Lane. Our next band member is Ayana Lyons. Ayana is the daughter of Chevette and Elvis Lyons and serves as a percussionist within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Ayana plans to attend Mississippi State University. Ayana believes that band has taught her to always push herself to be the best that she can be. Ayana Lyons. Our next band member is Jacob Lyons. Jacob is the son of Jake and Angela Lyons and serves as section leader, captain of everything but color guard, and is a trombone player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Jacob plans to join the Air Force. Jacob believes that band has taught him that success comes through hard work and he has enjoyed every second. Jacob Lyons. Our next band member is Noah Martin. Noah is the son of Teresa and Alan Martin and serves as section leader and percussionist within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Noah plans to attend Mississippi State University, majoring in kinesiology, concentration, and neuromechanics. Noah believes that band was the outlet that God knew he needed. It has always been a place where he could go to find truth, friendship, clarity, and direction. Noah Martin. Our next band member is Brando Morales Valdez. Brando is the son of Cesar Regimbo and Isis Valdez and serves as band president, section leader, and is a tuba player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Brando plans to go to Hines to become a registered nurse. Brando believes the band has taught him that no matter how different you are, there is always a place where you belong. It has allowed him to meet amazing people that he never thought he would meet. Brando Valdez. Our next band member is Patrick Pistol. Patrick is the son of Rhea Strickland and Brandon Pistol and serves as a percussionist within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Patrick plans to attend Holmes Community College. Patrick believes the band has allowed him to make many lifelong friends practice and learn many life lessons, especially those learned from Mr. Patrick Mr. Our next band member is Marietta Poster. Marietta is the niece of Ashley and Tony Hewitt and serves as a clarinet player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Marietta plans to attend University of Southern Mississippi and pursue a degree in nursing. Marietta believes band has taught her that she wants to give up and quit. She should just hold on a little longer because it will be worth it in the long run. Marietta Poster. Our next band member is Ashley Rogers. Ashley is the daughter of Angel and Kurt Rogers and serves as color guard captain, section leader, and trumpet player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Ashley plans to attend Hines Community College and major in English. Ashley believes that band has taught her to appreciate the people around me and the experiences that she goes through. She has enjoyed becoming a family with people who started off as strangers but are now lifelong friends. Even on the hottest days of summer, she would never have traded this experience or the people for anything. Ashley Rogers. Our next band member is Knox Rogers. Knox is the son of Carol and Brad Rogers and serves as a percussionist within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Knox plans to go to Mississippi State, study to be a civil engineer, and play in the famous Maroon Band. Knox believes band has taught him humility and commitment, and he has enjoyed every minute. Knox Rogers. Our next band member is Hannah Showers. Hannah is the daughter of Sarah and Aaron Showers and serves as a clarinet player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Hannah plans to pursue a degree in music education or music therapy. Hannah believes band has taught her to keep going even though she feels like she can't. Band has been a family for her and she has made friends that she may not have made if she weren't with the band. Hannah Showers. Our next band member is Angel Sunshine Thompson. Angel is the daughter of Philip Thompson and serves as a trumpet player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Angel plans on going to Mississippi State, then medical school where she intends to become an OBGYN. Angel believes that band has taught her so much about teamwork and to not give up. It has been everything to her, especially the people around her. Our next band member is Nate Underwood. Nate is the son of Kim and Lee Underwood and serves as a French horn player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Nate plans to attend Ole Miss and pursue a degree in accounting. Nate believes band has meant a lot to him because of the connections he's made and how much of a family they've become to him. Nate has enjoyed playing in the stands during football games, taking long and uncomfortable bus rides, and taking naps. Nate Underwood. Our next band member is Danny Vaughn. Danny is the son of Luck Vaughn and Chen Wu, and serves as a trombone player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Danny plans to go to Mississippi State University and study aerospace engineering. Danny plans to go to work somewhere such as General Dynamics or Lockheed Martin because planes are cool. Danny believes that band has meant a lot to him. Danny wants to thank the directors here who dedicate a lot of their time into making sure the band does its best. He has personally enjoyed making friends and considers all of them Danny Vaughn. Our next band member is Ariel Lawrence. Ariel is the daughter of Jennifer Moore and Eli Lawrence and serves as a percussionist within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Ariel plans to earn a chemistry degree at Mississippi State. Ariel has enjoyed the sweaty band practices and competitions. Ariel believes that band has given her another family and has shown her true compassion and that she will carry the band in her heart. Ariel Haynes. Our next band member is Sarah Whitten. Sarah is the daughter of Tricia Haynes and Brian Whitten and is the stepdaughter of Blake Haynes. She serves as section leader and flute player within the Pirate Band. After graduation, Sarah plans to major in public relations and work in broadcast journalism at Mississippi State and plans to work at a radio station. Sarah believes that band has helped her grow as a person and has taught her patience, gratitude, perseverance, belief, and the ability to overcome obstacles. She has grown to love the band and
basis, so you best believe I'm going to fight for them when I think I'm right.
Well,
and probably when I think I'm wrong. So
no, well, you were 100% right on that call, and you know what? I was just worried they were going to kick you out.
No. I mean, I knew I was going to get a warning, but I thought it was a good time to get that. Just trying to prove a point, man. I thought that was a huge turning point in the half right there. We could get it 1st and 10 going in with under a minute left. I just thought that was huge. So, like I said, just a little bit too passionate right there. And thank goodness defense bailed me out and didn't cost us. I apologize to them. I should have put them in that situation.
Well, you have done a great job on Blunt. Our defense has. but we've given up yards to Varnes. Any plans to change?
No, I mean, we just got to keep them in front of us. I mean, they have really good players. I think that's obvious. I think we did a great job of getting to the football. I think our defense is playing lights out, and offense has been able to hit some big plays. I mean, there ain't no secret these guys are very talented. We've got to hit on some big plays, to score, obviously. We've had some good drives, but got stalled because they made a big play. So, again, we have to keep up with them. We get the ball right here. We need to have our best drive of the year right here.
24 minutes to the leather helmet, Coach. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all so much.
All right, that is Coach Justin Hunter, who I could not agree with him more that was the perfect time to try and prove your point. Just excellent. I mean, he asked for Pirate Fight tonight. He's getting Pirate Fight, and we're seeing the Pirate Fire from him.
You got to fight.
We'll take a look at some stats from the first half as we're here on the Gene Newman halftime show. Some team stats rushing-wise for Pearl, 86 yards. Brandon only 35 yards on the ground, Greg Flynn. Through the air, Pirates 112. Brandon and Landon Varnes 242 yards. So total yardage, Pirates 198. Brandon 277. Turnover battle 1 apiece. And penalties, Pearl with 6, Brandon with 4. 2 of those Pearl penalties did come on that close to final sequence there, a sideline warning and then an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. But good news, Coach Hunter's still in the game, and even better news, Pirates came to fight.
And the Pirate team is coming out here, and they have got this crowd rocking and rolling. The Brandon folks on the other side, well, they kind of sitting on their hands just a little bit. Again, 24 minutes away from the leather helmet in the Rankin County Super Bowl. And if this second half is half as entertaining as the first, we are in for a treat. We are about set for our Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau second half kickoff. Brandon will line it up. Jamarion Turner, Kenji McNair back deep for the Pirates. Let the second half of the Rankin County Super Bowl begin. Squibber along the ground. It will go all the way back to Jamarion. He has trouble fielding it. He's going to finally and that was tough as we're going to start back at our 5-yard line again. You know, it's one of the things. Jamarion has not spent a lot of time as a kick returner this year, and it's a little bit different from running the ball out of the backfield, isn't it?
Yeah, especially on that kickoff. That ball was wobbling in all sorts of directions. Sometimes you can get a nice true hop from a football that's going end over end. That one was not going end over end. It was spinning sideways, and a really difficult play for Jamarion to make. Thankfully, he's able to fall on top of it, but TJ McKenzie going to start this drive in at running back, and the Pirate offense got a long way to go.
We will hand it off to McKenzie, and the Bull does what he does best. Bulls his way out to the 10. Turner came off a little gimpy, and he's trying to walk it off. I think they hit him pretty hard, maybe on his thigh, and he's doing his best to work that off as he is one of our toughest seniors. He's not the biggest guy, but he is tough. Jack goes with the hard count. Brandon almost fell into the neutral zone, but they get back. Second down and 6 for the Pirates from their own 10-yard line. Jack will throw. Jack will step up. He's got a lot of room into the secondary. He's flying. Captain Jack across the 30. They will mark him out at the 32 for a first down.
Jack Durr, 9 carries for 52 yards in the first half, including a 41-yarder for the long, and he adds on to that total right there. The legs of Captain Jack have been the kryptonite for this Brandon Bulldog defense tonight. No one accounting for the freshman, number 15.
Well, they stacked the line that time, and all he had to do was step up to avoid the pressure. Here goes McKenzie again. He's across the 35, out to the 37-yard line. So a big gain on first down for the Bulls.
And let's give credit where credit is due. Those big guys across the front, Reed Grantham, Caston Channel, DJ Page, Kendall Burks, Takofa Lewis, and the halfback, Talon Jackson, opening up holes all night long.
Again, the hard clap does not get him to jump. He'll now check the sideline. Play coming in. Jack back to pass, looking left, throwing out into the flat, and That route just was cut off. He was throwing the out, and Marquell was kind of shading towards more of a post.
Yeah, it was a deep out, and Jack just kind of rushed it a little bit before Marquell really made his cut, and ball went 2-3 yards in front of Marquell Lake. Watching Jamarian Turner here on the near side, he was standing next to the coaches, ready to check in.
On third down, Jack looking. He's going to get swallowed up, and he's going to get tossed down. The throw wasn't there initially, and then there was no running lane for Jack, and so he will get swallowed up, and the punting unit will come out for the Pirates.
That drive really sputtered from the get-go as that squib on the kickoff put us deep in our own territory. Good job by the Pirate offense, just at least getting out a little bit to hopefully flip field position here for the Bulldogs' first drive.
From the 33-yard line, LaFontaine will be standing just inside of his 20. Good snap. Good kick, end over end. Will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. So when you start at your own 5 and you can put Brandon back at their 35, that's a win for special teams.
32 yards on the Jacob LaFontaine kick, and we'll try to slow down this Landon Barnes junior quarterback-led offense. Landon with 16 of 25 in the first half, 242 yards and 2 touchdowns. So not able to slow down Landon. We weren't able to slow down Nate Blunt. Nate Blunt, 12 carries for only 32 yards after coming into tonight, averaging 114 yards a game.
Well, they'll start with a run to Blunt. He finds a hole on the left side, pushes through, keeps his balance. He's still up, and he's going to go. Nate Blunt, what balance he showed there as he busted through the line, and that's going to be good for a 65-yard touchdown.
And just as quickly as I got it out of my mouth, Nate Blunt shows you his athleticism and why he has over 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns on the season. He's a big guy, but quite nimble and very, very athletic, and only a junior.
Jamion Smith made a valiant effort to try and go for his legs, but Blunt stepped out of it. And now the extra point, it is up, and it is good. And with that, Brandon now in front, 21-12 with 9:24 to play in the third.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart. You know, to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, you know, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
Back here in Ray Rogers Stadium, set for another Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau insurance kick. See if we can get a handle on this one. Looks like we've got Marquell Lake and Kenji McNair back now. Kind of used to seeing that duo. And they will kick it deep, and they're going to try Marquell. And he'll take it in at the 7. Cuts it back to the middle, and then nowhere to go there as he gets swallowed up. We're going to give him forward progress out to the 16, and that's where the offense will take over.
Take a look at some other scores around the region and around the state. Oak Grove handily taking care of Northwest Rankin 35-10. Oak Grove over Northwest at the half. Warren Central 17, Meridian nothing at the half. And Petal looking to pick up their first region win, 14-0 Petal over Terry. Clinton 21-0 over Murrah, and a good one, Oxford and Madison Central. Oxford up 22-21 at the half.
Now the Pirates find themselves trailing by 9. And Jack's going to keep that ball, and he's going to get swallowed up back at the 9. No, they'll give him a little forward progress to the 11, so it will be a loss of 5. And it'll bring up second down and 15.
Sean Pickering, the Brandon defensive lineman, just engulfed Jack Durr on that one. Thankfully, Jack able to get up off the turf as Pickering drove him into the ground here at Ray Rogers Stadium.
Jack will hand the ball off. Here goes McKenzie. Is that Jamarion back in the game? Yes, it is. The big dog, Jamarion Turner, comes back in. Nice pickup on the run out to the 20-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. Really got us out of a hole there. Pickup of 8 on the play.
Jamarion, 8 carries for 34 yards in the first half.
I knew you weren't going to be able to keep the big dog out very long. He has the heart of a lion. On 3rd and 5, Durr drop back to pass, quick throw, and underthrown, threw it short. And that's going to bring up 4th down. And we will send the punt unit back out. This is another one of those times, Bryant, you just want to avoid the tidal wave.
Yeah, that's a great description, and we've had it multiple times where the offense kind of hits a little lull in the game and begins sputtering, and the other team just starts piling on touchdowns. This is a moment where you want to keep this to the 9-point deficit that it is. Two possessions right now. But again, Brandon going to get great field position here. You're asking a lot of the defense.
LaFontaine has the snap, gets the kick away, nearly blocked. And that ball's going to be taken in at the 50. No fair catch, and a return inside the 40. Looks like to the Pirates' 38.
30 yards on the Jacob LaFontaine punt and 12 on the Quincy Phillips return. Again, Quincy Phillips, a guy who transferred into Brandon this year, is only a sophomore, transferring from Madison Ridgeland Academy. He was their starting running back last year, and he transfers into a backfield already with Nate Blunt and Jarvis Durr. Jarvis Durr, the senior leader for this backfield for Brandon, lost for the season a couple of weeks ago with a shoulder injury. So now Nate Blunt takes over seniority.
Well, 1st and 10 from the Pirate 36. Goodness, we could use a turnover. Throwing it deep, looking, that ball's caught at the 10, at the 5. And instead of a turnover, we see a touchdown. It's the tidal wave we talked about. Brandon took a deep shot, and it was put up and just well caught. Azir Chin on the coverage.
36-yard pitch and catch from Barnes to Thigpen, and that is Mr. Thigpen's 2nd touchdown of the night.
Brandon will line up the extra point. Had some trouble with the snaps tonight. High snap, they get the ball down, the kick is up, and it is good. Brandon now leads it 28-12 here in the 3rd quarter.
The Pearl Pool is a proud sponsor of Pirate football. Located in the heart of the city, 3500 Dawn Drive, the Pearl Pool offers everyone a safe, convenient place to swim and host parties. Affordable memberships are available, and walk-ups are always welcome. It's also a great place for Pirates to take swimming lessons before they hit the high seas. And when the temperature heats up, make plans to cool off at the Pearl Pool.
So the Pirates facing adversity. We've seen it before this season. They can battle back. Plenty of time left to go in this game. It is 28-12. Brandon in front. You just have to sustain a drive now and keep the defense on the sideline and let them rest up a little bit, as the Bulldogs have bounced us in the face pretty good. All right, that ball's going to be taken in at the 7, coming up the far sideline, crossing the 20, out to the 21. And so that is where Marquell Lake gets us, and that's where Captain Jack will lead the offense back out. Just got to find a way to sustain a drive.
First 2 Pirate offensive drives of the second half had to go 3 and out. Really need to pick up a first down and pick up some confidence as we were moving the ball headed into the half. Need some of that momentum here in the 3rd.
High snap brought down. That ball will be They tried to run up the middle, but there was nothing there, and getting barely back to the line of scrimmage is Jamarion Turner.
It feels like after the Pirate offensive line being able to open up holes and stand their ground in the first half, this Brandon defensive line has really begun to bear down here in the third quarter.
2nd down and 10. Durr, he fakes the handoff, and there's just no time for him. The Bulldogs just collapsed in the backfield as Durr had no time after faking the handoff. They did not buy the play fake whatsoever.
Brendan Evans, the sophomore linebacker for Brandon, in there to pick up that sack on Jack Durr. And again, 3rd and long, not our friend tonight.
Ball now back at the 18-yard line. They're looking to throw. He's got time this time. He's going to throw it deep, and that ball's going to be intercepted as he just threw it as far as he could. And again, into double coverage on that far side as he was looking for McCollum. But, you know, that's tough.
That interception may be about as good as a punt from there. That was a go route to Shaden McCollum, but Javon Durr playing safety. An easy interception for him as he floats to his left, and that 2nd INT for Jack Durr on the night.
Brandon has it at their own 46-yard line. This defense, which has been on the field a lot already in this third quarter, now for the 3rd drive. And it's a Blunt, and Blunt, I think they're wearing us down a little bit as he gets into the linebacker level now. And that's going to cross midfield to the Pirate 49.
Again, should the Pirates be able to knock off the Bulldogs tonight, they could send the Bulldogs traveling on the road to the coast next week in the playoffs. A Brandon win secures a home playoff game.
Barnes going to throw. Oh, and nearly intercepted. That ball is going to be caught, but Kai Jefferson was right there. I think it went right through his hands as that was whistling right by. That'll be a 1st down for the Dogs. They go quickly. Here goes Blunt around the left side. Oh, he just sidestepping people. There he goes. And he's in for another touchdown. That one's going to cover 37 yards for the score.
And Brandon has exploded on the scene here in the third quarter with 21 unanswered points after it being 14-12 at the half. And Nate Blunt turning around and probably having some words for the Pirate defenders. You don't like to see that, but Brandon kind of having their way here in the third quarter, and we've got an injured Pirate here as we got set for the extra point.
Marquell Lake was gimpy as he tried to come over towards the sideline and couldn't make it. Dropped down in the end zone for a moment. Now he's up and walking off the field. As you can tell, he's favoring that leg. So here comes the extra point. Low snap. Good hold, though. It is up and it's good. And just like that, it's now 35-12, Brandon.
Sign Mark, your #1 hometown retailer for custom stamps, signs, and marketing products. We're growing and we want to take you, our loyal customers, with us. Whether you have an event, starting a new business, or wish to expand your existing business, Sign Mark is committed to helping you meet your design and marketing needs. Come see the friendly staff at Sign Mark at Pearson Road in Pearl and make your mark in the business world. Sign Mark online at signmark.us or by phone at 601-932-6699.
Welcome back into Ray Rogers Stadium. The hill a little taller now. It is 35-12. Brian, just 6 minutes ago, it was 14-12. And now all of a sudden, we talked about the tidal wave. Well, the tsunami is hit. And now we've got to find a way, again, to get our defense some rest and find a way to get some points on the board. This ball will be taken in at the 14-yard line, coming here across the near side. And once again, swallowed up at the 22.
It's Kenji McNair trying to find some space. And Greg, just as quickly as we talked about Nate Blunt at halftime and how great the Pearl Pirate defense had done, only 32 yards at halftime, 2.5 yards a carry in the first half for Nate Blunt. He now has 101 yards here in the third quarter just on 2 touchdown runs.
So the offense setting up at the 22. Let's see if Durr can get some time to throw. But he'll hand the ball off. This time, there it goes Turner, and Turner has a nice big run out over the 40 to the 42. And the big dog, he's not giving up.
Good job by Takofa Lewis holding blocks over here on the near side along with Shaden McCollum, the wideout. Jamarian Turner runs through a huge hole to give the Pirates a little bit of offensive momentum.
That's critical. Moving the chains on a Renaissance Bank first down. Try it again, Jamarian. Oh, he's over midfield, and the big dog into Brandon territory inside the 40 at the 38.
Great block that time, I believe, by Talon Jackson. Sure was. Talon Jackson on the outside had the block that opened the hole, and Jamarian Turner having to come over to the sidelines to catch his wind. It'll be Ben Alexander, the sophomore, now in the backfield with Durr. Pirates in Bulldog territory.
Durr going to keep it this time, and boy, I tell you what, Brandon, they are all over the Durr keeper now.
Yeah, that time it was 58 in the backfield. Eric Green, the sophomore defensive lineman, and they are not letting Jack Durr have anything after he had over 50 yards rushing in the first quarter or in the first half.
A loss of 3, second down and 13. Durr to throw. Throws out to Markwell. Markwell turns the corner. He's inside the 30. Well, they're going to mark him. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 36.
And Markwell back on the ground on the Brandon sidelines. Is that leg or ankle, whatever it is, just not going to be his friend. He's got a cramp. And tip your cap to head coach Sam Williams for Brandon. He's over there trying to help stretch out Markwell, who's fighting off that cramp. He was down a little bit earlier as well, and
had to come off on the extra point following the touchdown.
He's now got a long way to go all the way across that field with the cramp. 35-12. It was 14-12 Brandon at halftime, and Brandon has just poured it on here in the third quarter. The Pearl Pirate offense just having no momentum. Multiple 3-and-outs, and Brandon picking up touchdowns in chunks, but now Pearl responding as they push the ball in Brandon territory at the 32-yard line.
Pearl will have a third down and 4. Clock stopped with 4:31. Turner splits out. Jack looking to throw. He's got a man. Oh, and wide open was Shaden McCollum. Shaden inside the 10 for a first down.
Great route by Shaden McCollum, just finding a wide open spot in the middle of that Bulldog zone. And Jack Durr just threw it right over the arms of a leaping Gage Yates.
So first and goal in the John Deere Ag Up red zone for the Pirates, and this time the run will net nothing. DJ Page takes a little extracurricular shot, pointing, hoping for a flag. Will not come. So it will be second and goal now from the 9. Jack's going to try and keep it. Can he turn the corner? He does. To the 10, to the 5. Leaps into the end zone. Captain Jack R.
Captain Jack has no fear. And that time from 9 yards out, he goes airborne. And inside the pylon, the official right there on top of it to make the call. And that will be a Pearl Pirate touchdown. Pirates going to keep the offense on the field to go for 2 as Jack leaped from the 3-yard line. What a great shot there on the Rogers Dabbs replay. And the freshman leader will not be denied.
So now the 2-point conversion. Jack Quick throw into the end zone. That ball is caught by McCollum, and we've got 2 points following the Raising Cane's touchdown. And just like that, the Pirates back in the ball game, 35-20 with 3:40 to play in the third. When you're ready to make a move in Pirate Country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group. Jack Durr is going to feel that in his shoulders in the morning for sure, sacrificing his body up and over like a high jumper into the end zone. Pirates now back to within 15. The defense got a little bit of a rest. Let's see if they can hold the Dogs down. Our Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau insurance kick. Little pooch by Keller Reed. That ball will be fair caught and dropped at the 33-yard line.
Number 22, Brayson Hall, the guy who had the ball run through his arms and hit the turf. And Greg Flynn, that shot that we saw just a few times ago, man, that's reflective of Jack Durr and his leadership all season long. Again, a guy who came off of the 8th grade football field, stepped on straight to a varsity starting role, and he has started every game this season for the Pirates. And you have seen the glimpses of the potential of what Jack can be. And tonight he's showing it with his legs.
1st and 10 for the Dogs. Pirates looking for a stop. They've gone big, heavy set now, and they're going to run the football. And they find a lane. Oh, a big lick laid on there by Jamion Deuces Smith, but not before a 7-yard gain. So they're going to give him 8, so it'll be 2nd down and 2 now from the 43. Quick throw out of the backfield. Pirates trying to close. They do, but not before a 1st down is gained into Pirate territory at the 48.
Head coach Sam Williams using Quincy Phillips, the MRA transfer, in just about any way that he can. Ken Mangum trying to check out here on the bottom of the screen as he is not feeling good. And he goes down.
And they're going to have whistles because
they're going to stop the play beforehand as Ken not feeling great, and coaches told him to go down.
Ken
so
made it
they can make
1 yard of the sideline and is on the 50 right now. And now they've got him up, and they'll get him over, back behind the team. He's holding his head, maybe a little woozy. So they'll get him set down and checked out. Bulldogs with a 1st down. Hard clap. Barnes now checks the sideline. They will hand this ball off. And getting out to back into Pirate territory at the 49. That goes number 12, Javon Durr. Right at the 2:40 mark now of the 3rd quarter. Here comes Phillips again. They will run the football. It's Durr up the middle into the 2nd level. Crossing the 40, that's not actually number 17.
Yep. Dalen Stewart, the guy who's getting the carry, the sophomore. It's Nate Blunt getting a rest, but the Bulldog offense still picking up steam.
There goes Phillips in motion again. There goes Stewart running the ball again. Cuts it back. Crosses the 35 to the 34.
Marquell Lake in there on defense at the cornerback position, and he makes that tackle. But again, that leg still bothering Marquell. He'll check out. Kenji McNair going 2 ways tonight. He'll check in.
2nd down and 7. Brennan now not going nearly as tempo as they're trying to work some of this clock down, as they are ahead by 15 points. Barnes will throw quickly out into the flat. That ball's complete, and that's going to be another first down at the 22-yard line.
Phillips on the reception, Johnson on the side.
Putting Quincy Phillips in space, and he is showing you how athletic and what a burst he has as he picks up another Bulldog first down.
Fake the handoff. Quick throw to the outside. That's going to get inside the 20 to the 18.
Same exact play again. That time Jabron Moore slides out from his defensive lineman spot and wraps up the ever elusive Quincy Phillips.
Pick up a 4, second down and 6. Now they'll run the ball. Stewart into the second level and gets somersaulted by Jamion Smith.
And Jalen Stewart is down on the turf. You're going to get a look at it here as Jamion hit him low right there. And poor Jalen flipped up in the air. He is
landed right on the small of his back.
Yeah, he is standing up. Well, he's trying to stand up. He is unable to do so. It looks like it's his lower half. Possibly a leg injury. He took quite the blow from Jamion Smith, and head coach Sam Williams for Brandon out there trying to check on his sophomore running back.
Let's step aside, go side by side, and squeeze in a break.
Let's give him a hand.
Need to make a move in Pirate Country? Contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
The Pirate 8-yard line. And they've got Blunt back in the game. He's inside the 5 to the 4. Stewart was able to make it off.
Blunt on the carry.
Ken Mangum in that time on the goal line defensive stand to wrap up Nate Blunt. Looks like Brandon going to add some beef to the line. They're going to have a 6th and 7th offensive lineman as the third quarter expires.
We go to the 4th. Pirates need a miracle, down 35-20.
You've heard it said, give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. But teach a man to fish, he'll come home dehydrated, severely malnourished, and late. Some quotes are better than others. With Alpha Insurance, he won't get the old bait and switch. He'll be as happy as a dog in the sunshine. Ain't that right, Otis? And there's nothing fishy about that.
Call Alpha agent John McHenry in Pearl for a quote today.
I'll take one of those shovels.
Oh, those shovels are lease only.
But I just want to dig a hole.
Well, I can sell you the sweet, sporty, compact model for cash.
You wouldn't put up with this at a hardware store. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
They're honoring right now the Pearl Public School District Teachers of the Year as we get ready to go towards the 4th quarter now. Bulldogs are knocking on the door with 2nd and goal. Pirate defense, boy, a turnover would be great, but try and find a way to keep them out of the end zone. As Brian, we just got swamped there in that 3rd quarter.
Yeah, after only trailing 14-12, they had the chance to take the lead even right before the half, and Brandon scores touchdowns on 3 of their first 4 offensive plays in the 3rd quarter. A mind-boggling statistic a 65-yard touchdown run by Nate Blunt, 36-yard touchdown reception by Thigpen, and then Blunt again from 36 yards out. Good news, Pearl has responded, and Jack Durr punched one in, but Brandon now on the doorstep again. We need a huge stand by this Pirate defense.
Nate Blunt in the backfield. He's going to, well, that's a little trickery, and that's going to be an easy walk-in touchdown as they fake the pitch out to Blunt and then kind of a quick little shovel pass into the line. And that's going to be a Brandon touchdown.
4 yards out to Decoria Buchanan, the senior tight end and halfback, and that was a pretty good drawn play from the offensive staff for Brandon and perfectly executed by Landon Barnes and Buchanan, and Brandon has stretched out their lead now to 41-20.
Extra point pending. Brandon with some personnel issues. Now they've got it. Good snap, good hold, kick is up. And it is good. And with that, it is now 42-20 Brandon.
These fresh, never frozen chicken fingers at Raising Cane's are so delicious. They speak for themselves. So, while you watch, I'll tell you all about our secret dipping sauce. First off, it's a sauce. And you use it for dipping. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. Because it's, you know, secret. Raising Cane's. One love.
Back here inside of Ray Rogers Stadium, a packed house watching the 2022 Rankin County Super Bowl that Brandon has asserted its will here in the second half, leading it now 42-20. About to kick off our Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance kick. This ball will be kicked and go out of bounds. So the Pirates will get good starting field position on the penalty flag. So we got, if we're going to score, we got to score quick. 11:56 on the clock. You're down by 22 points. 3 possessions. Well, if you're going to do it, you got to do it quick. We had success running the football, as I think Brandon kind of loosened things up a little bit on our last drive, which allowed Turner to get loose. Let's see if they do it the same way this time.
Looks like Marquell Lake not going to be able to give it a go here to start this drive. Isaiah Wynn in the slot at the top of your screen along with McCollum and McNair.
Oh, and Durr's going to keep that football and get swallowed up there, just not buying what we're trying to sell them right now with that fake handoff. As Jack's going to be thrown back for a loss to the 31. Loss of 4.
Marquell Lake will now try to give it a go.
Second down and 14. Brandon comes with a blitz. Line holds up well. Pass off the fingertips. And intercepted by the Bulldogs at midfield.
Javon Durr with his second interception, and he got that one compliments of the tip as Crane was in coverage on Shaden McCollum, and I'm not sure if the ball went off McCollum or Crane, but the ball goes up in the air, and Javon Durr just right place, right time. And for the third time tonight, Jack Durr is intercepted, and
so Brandon will take over very close to midfield. They'll mark it back at the Bulldog 49. And they spread it out this time. 4 wide.
Brandon putting their backup quarterback in now, number 13, Jay McQueen, the sophomore.
They've got playoffs to worry about next week, so I'd imagine we'll see a lot of personnel changes as they don't want to take the chance of injuries. And there's another big lick, and Jamion Smith is really You know, he's a senior on paper, and this is his last game, and he is hitting hard tonight.
Jamion not been afraid to bring the lumber all season long, and that time he let out some frustration on Jair Buckhalter. And good job by Jamion all season long, as he's done a great job at that safety position opposite most of the season by Kavion Freeman.
It was a gain of 2. It's 2nd down and 8, and a swallowed up tackle by Ken Mangum. Arterberry in there once again. Good job that time, taking down Stewart. Stewart probably 4th on the depth chart. So a Pearl Pool, 3rd down and 12 now for McQueen. Backup quarterback. And Brendan in no hurry. They want to move as much time off the clock, but the play clock down to 3. They're going to have to call a timeout. And I believe they will. Yes, sir. Timeout, Brandon. We'll take it with him.
Buying or selling a home? Look no further than David Ostrander at Keller Williams Realty. David and his family are proud supporters of Pearl Public Schools and all Pirate athletics. Keller Williams represents more home buyers and sellers than anyone else in central Mississippi. They offer military and veteran benefits to their clients and love taking care of teachers and first-time home buyers. Contact David Ostrander at 601-850-6728.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee.
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a
It was
difference.
so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
3rd down and 12 for the Bulldogs. McQueen, the quarterback. Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Quarterback keeper the whole way. He'll spin into Pirate territory to the 45, but he will be 4 yards short of the first down. And we'll see a 4th down. And the Bulldogs are going to keep their offense on the field. Don't jump. No, they're going to snap it. McQueen, quick throw, short, hops it, and the Pirates are going to take over on the sign mark. Turnover on down.
9:27 remaining in this one. Still a fairly full house here at Ray Rogers Stadium. It's been a great contest and a lot of back and forth, with the exception of that 3rd quarter that kind of blew up on us. But Jack Durr going to walk his offense back out on the field. Isaiah Wynn, Shaden McCollum. We're also seeing out there number 29 at wide receiver, Derek Garner, the junior, who's gotten a good bit of play time tonight.
And the ball off, going up the middle, approaching midfield, and there'll be a pickup of 4. As Jamarion Turner playing his last game.
14 different seniors recognized before the ball game tonight on senior night.
Turner again, pushing his way. He's going to be very close to a first down, but just a yard short. So it'll be 3rd down and 1.
The official moving the ball backwards, not sure.
Marking off a penalty. And must have been a face mask because it's going inside the
head official, I believe.
Well, it's a 15-yard penalty that gives us a first down at the 36-yard line. So Renaissance Bank will move the chains on the Havard Real Estate Group penalty, and here comes another flag finally, as Shaden McCollum was dragged down at the 25. 2 markers down on the field. So Shaden never had an opportunity. He had inside position, and, well, he just got mugged there at the 26.
I believe that's Eric White Jr., the senior quarterback, getting some action here and picking up a flag.
So that'll be a Renaissance Bank first down at the 21. Officials resetting the play clock as they were rotating a football. On first down, Durr back to pass. He's pressured and he will be sacked. Back at the 26.
Just no time before Brandon Evans found himself in the backfield, and we've called his name a few times tonight for the Bulldogs. Jack Durr tucks it and takes another sack.
So it'll be second down and 15. Durr will hand the ball off to Turner, and that did not look like a clean exchange. But Jamarion's going to get it back inside the, well, right at the 25. So third down and 14 for the Pirates. Just hit the 8-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Durr looking to throw, back to pass, looking, throwing it deep. Up for grabs, has Lake back there and nearly intercepted. And, well, Markell caught it on the, gets a touchdown. Markell off the deflection, caught it in the back of the end zone.
What an unbelievable catch for the second time tonight. Marquell Lake, this time from 25 yards out, as he had Russell Robbins in coverage, and Marquell just pushed him to try to prevent the interception. The ball bounces off of Robbins and right into the hands of Marquell Lake.
What a toe tap that was.
How local is Bank Plus? We're here, and here. And we're with you here, and here. Wherever, whenever you need us. We make our banking decisions right here because local means more than a location. It means a commitment to deliver more for our customers and our communities. Your bank, your plus, Bank Plus. How local is Bank
against
Plus?
Brandon on the extra point try will now make it half the distance, as they called a delay of game. I told you Brandon was all out of sorts on that initial try, so Pearl's going to get it from the 1, a chance to retry the 2-point conversion. Jack gives it to the Bull, and the Bull crosses the goal line for a 2-point conversion. And it is now 42-28. Brandon in front. 7:47 left to play. It's not improbable. You just got to get a stand. The defense has got to rise up. And I really want to see if Sam Williams puts his starters back in. I can't imagine that, you know, you want to have them play, get lathered up, then go sit down and then put them back in. But it's just close enough where another stop. Brandon's going to send out their hands team, anticipating an onside kick here.
How about this? Their quarterback, Landon Barnes, in on the hands team, along with their backup quarterback that we just saw a while ago, Jay McQueen, 15 and 13 out there, is a part of the hands team, along with their kicker, Will Elliott, and a lineman out there as well.
Can you imagine Jack's emotions after that last play? He's like, oh no, another pick. And it's, hey, it's a touchdown for Marquell.
That's how I felt. I thought that Robbins had picked it off and amazingly bounced off of Robbins and Marquell Lake with his second acrobatic touchdown reception of the night.
So let's see how our Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau insurance kick goes. Keller Reed's got it teed up. We'll pooch it. And it'll be fair caught at the 38-yard line. So with the hands team on, we pooch it. And that is where the Bulldogs will take over. Looking over to the sideline to see who the quarterback will be.
It will be the starters back in. Landon Barnes trotting back out. Quincy Phillips in the backfield. See Thigpen out there as well.
Quincy's going to spread out here to the...
And here comes Nate Blunt. Had to go find his gloves to put them back on because they said, Nate, you're about to get some carries. We got to try to milk this clock.
Does the Pirate defense have another stand in them? There goes Phillips in motion. Give it to Blunt. And Blunt, boy, he finds a hole and he plowed through. He's over midfield into Pirate territory at the 46-yard line. He's strong and he followed his blocks. It was a big hole that time.
Nate Blunt under 35 yards rushing in the first half, but he has just exploded onto the scene as he has in many games across the season. 114 yards a game, 13 touchdowns on the season, and he is a man in physicality and only a junior.
There goes Blunt again. This time the Pirate defense is able to hem him up. Hey, if you folks did not hear, they announced the reclassification for next year, and Pearl will move up with the other 23 biggest schools in the state to Class 7A. Our region won't change for the most part. Terry and Warren Central have fallen back into the 6A category, so we will stay in our region with everybody else: Meridian, Oak Grove, Northwest Rankin, Petal, Pearl, Brandon. So it will be a 6-team division next year, and we will stay 7A. There's a handoff to Stewart, and he's going to be very close, and he will pick up another first down. So we stay 7. We are 7A. We barely squeaked in to 7A with our. It's based on student population, and we were the second to last team into 7A. The team below us was Lewisburg High School. So Pearl, by the skin of its teeth, goes to 7A and will be able to maintain its rivalries in region with all the teams we mentioned, except for Terry and Warren Central. There's a handoff to Stewart. He crosses the line into the linebacker level. That'll be a pickup of 5.
Seems like not that long ago that we moved from 5A to 6A, as Mississippi added a 6A, and Pearl at first was in 5A before moving up to 6A, and in 2017 winning a 6A state championship.
Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them.
So you've injured your shoulder or your knee? And of course you want the best care and the best doctor available. The doctor on the left treats shoulders and knees and ankles and hands, while the Mississippi sports medicine doctor on the right specializes in one body area and one area only, treating thousands of patients a year. Trust your medical care to one of our true specialists. Mississippi Sports Medicine. We specialize for you.
Back here for the final 5:33. Brandon leading it 42-28. Pirates had a valiant effort in the first half, but just could not overcome a big Bulldog bite in the third quarter. Now trying to hang on. It is 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs in Pirate territory at the 32-yard line. Barnes, the quarterback. He'll hand it off to another new running back who is making some waves, and inside the 25 to the 24 goes number 25, DeCourier Buchanan.
No, that's actually, it's 29.
Is that 29?
29, yep. Ray Fultz, a junior running back. Buchanan has played more halfback. He had that touchdown reception earlier, but Brandon reaching deep into the depth chart now. from the stable of running backs that they have, again, even without their senior leader, Jarvis Durr, who's been lost for the season. But Brandon just tick, 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 running the clock out with this 42-28 lead.
Barnes doing a lot of shifting. Play clock at 3. They just get it off. And another big run into the linebacker level goes Fultz. He's going to be close to another first down. He'll be about 1.5 yards short. It'll be second down, officially 2. As boy, I tell you what, the Pirates gave the home fans something to cheer about there in that first half. It just feels like we ran out of gas here in the second half, as Brandon is a very, very strong team this year. Barnes stays in at QB. Fultz is his running back. There goes Phillips in motion. Give it to Fultz. And he's up the middle. He's getting it down to the 5-yard line. Big holes now for pretty much any running back to run through.
Again, this was a Brandon team that played for the state championship last year and came up a little bit short to Madison Central. Landon Barnes, their quarterback, only a sophomore at that point. Nate Blunt, only a sophomore. So this is a team that came into this season with a lot of experience and depth. And many picked them to make it all the way back to the state championship yet again. They've got a lot of work in front of them in the playoffs.
There goes Fultz up the middle and walks it in for a touchdown. Boy, they made that easy. Our defense has spent a lot of time on the field in this second half. So temporarily it is 48-28, pending the extra point. Can't say enough about this crowd we had here tonight. They were loud, making noise. Great job by Pirate Nation tonight. High snap, hold is down. Boy, they do a good job of getting that hold down, and it's good. 3:31 to play. Brandon 49, Pearl 28.
At Bob Boyd Honda, we pride ourselves in getting our customers the best deals around.
Usually that means when we're selling cars, but right now,
Bob Boyd is in the market to buy.
We're offering top dollar for pre-owned autos, trucks, and SUVs.
Come by, talk to our dedicated team, and discover what a great time it is for Bob Boyd to buy back your used vehicle. Any make, any model.
Whether you're selling or buying, at Bob Boyd Honda, you get a deal.
Well, we're back for another Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Kick. I'd like to thank all of our in-game sponsors this year. Sky Family Dentistry, which handled the pregame show, the Trustmark Bank coin toss, Shane Fletcher for his support of the kickoffs. Get a few more of those here in just 1 second. They will kick this ball deep. Coming up to take it and losing the football, but now getting it back up at the 30-yard line. Still alive at the 35, not giving up on that far sideline. Let's double check and see who that is.
That is number 36 for Pearl, Antoine Choteau, getting a return on special teams.
So big thanks to Renaissance Bank for sponsoring the first downs. The Pearl Pool, third downs. Rogers Dabs on the replay. Havard Real Estate Group, Penny Pitts. Ag Up John Deere for our red zones. Raising Cane's with a touchdown. Our turnovers by Signmark. Timeouts by Johnny Mac Alpha Insurance. Halftime by Representative Gene Newman. Thank you so much to all of our great sponsors that help bring you Pirate football this season. Durr back to pass. He's got nothing. And well, it's not gonna be a sack as he gets back to the line of scrimmage, but just couldn't find anything open downfield.
And Jack, he looked like he got bent up pretty good on that tackle. Thankfully, Jack popped up, as he has been a warrior all season long. He has spent a lot of time on the turf, and he has taken some shots, but he's been A trooper and leader.
Kind of got his leg caught under him.
Yep.
Here on a big run by Jamarion Turner. He breaks it into the secondary. He's inside the 40, the 30, and he'll step out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the big dog trying to go out on a positive note as this is his last football game.
Oak Grove puts it on Northwest Rankin 42-24. That one a final, and Petal picks up their first region win 24-0 over Terry.
A Renaissance Bank first down. There goes Turner again. He finds some room up the middle. He's to the 17-yard line. This three-way tie, as it appears it is going to finish up with Brandon, Warren Central, and Oak Grove. Tiebreaker would go to Brandon. They will secure the number 1 seed and host next week. Here's another handoff. Wiggling his way to the 15-yard line. Warren Central will be the 2 seed and Oak Grove the 3, so it'll be Oak Grove and Northwest Rankin that will be traveling down to the Gulf Coast next week in round 1. There's Turner again. Runs into a big wall there at the 16-yard line, or the 12, I'm sorry.
I believe that Northwest Rankin will have to travel to Ocean Springs next Friday night.
Good luck with that.
That is a tall, tall task. We've had to make that drive last year and came back licking our wounds. Ocean Springs undefeated on the season.
There's a pass here into the flat to McCollum. He's going to get it inside the 5, down to the 3. Well, and Northwest Rankin's defense is suspect, to say the least. They've got a great offense. Defense, not so much, and that is not the team you want to draw in the first round. Ocean Springs, which averages about 45 points a game.
Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting sorting of the top seeds as we enter the 6A playoffs. Tupelo undefeated.
On first and goal, Turner's going to get it down to the 2.
Yeah, Tupelo undefeated. A really good Oak Grove team along with a really good Brandon team. You've got Ocean Springs undefeated on the coast.
Second and goal. Try Turner again. He goes up the middle, spins his way in an arc for the big dog. So the Pirates find a way to get it in the end zone yet again. And it will certainly help the looks of the final score, as we will this time kick the extra point. Colston Bennett comes out, fine young kicker, only a sophomore himself. Out of the hold of Jacob LaFontaine. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. And we'll step aside, 49-35.
Hey, I'm Matt, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the freshly baked, flaky, buttery biscuit. When I take a bite, it's kind of like, crispy, soft, crispy. Crispy outside, soft interior, crispy chicken. There's really nothing like it.
Hey, I'm Alexa, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken itself. It is more than scrumptious. It is more than delicious. It is scrumptiddlyumptious. I know that's not a real word, but I love it.
So just 57 seconds left to go here in the Rankin County Super Bowl. Greg Flynn, Bryant May here with you as Brandon leads it 49-35, and I would imagine that will be the final count, as I can't imagine that Brandon's going to run any offensive plays when they can simply take a few knees.
Looks like Colston Bennett going to get a chance to kick this one off, or maybe take an onside kick. Looks like he's setting up for a deep kick.
Well, Brandon does not have its hands team out there, so he will try the onside. That one gets a hop, and it's covered up there by number 84, Clarence Williams. And that should be the end of that. We will see with 55 seconds. 2 knees, and that would be the end of that. I do want to applaud the Pirates for their grittiness. The never say die. They fought this one all the way to the end, just could not overcome that third quarter, the beginning of that third quarter, when we had so much promise of getting the football. We go 3 and out, and then Brandon gets it, and then it's touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Just could not overcome that. And that's happened to us so much this year. where you play so great for 3 quarters and you just have that one section, it's just tough.
Yeah, three scores, 3 touchdowns by Brandon on 4 offensive plays. That is hard to wrap your mind around. 2 of those long runs by Nate Blunt, also Thigpen with a touchdown reception, and that was really what broke the camel's back.
Well, just a couple of games this year where we just gave up. Warren Central, we fell behind out of the gate and had to try to battle back. Oak Grove, we fell behind right out of the gate, tried to battle back. These kids are going to grow up. Valuable experience they gained, and we're getting a lot of these youngsters back next season as the clock ticks down and the Rankin County Super Bowl 2022 goes to Brandon, and the Bulldogs will keep hold of the leather helmet by the final score of 49-35. We'll step aside quickly, come back for our post-game show, and get a season wrap word with Coach Justin Hunter. You're watching Pirate Football on PMB Sports.
Hey, I'm Matt, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the freshly baked, flaky, buttery biscuit. When I take a bite, it's kind of like, crispy, soft, crispy. Crispy outside, soft interior, crispy chicken. There's really nothing like it.
Hey, I'm Alexa, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken itself. It is more than scrumptious. It is more than delicious. It is scrumptiddlyumptious. I know that's not a real word, but I love it.
Shop, stay, dine, and play at The Connection, Mississippi's retail entertainment destination.
The Exchange is a church that is for Pearl. The Exchange exists to make the love of God visible and tangible to our city. Whether it's gifts and prayers for our teachers and students, acts of service for those in need, family-friendly activities for our city, Thanksgiving meals for families, encouragement for the next generation, or hope when people need it most, the Exchange is for Pearl. And the Exchange is here for you. Find a place to belong, grow, and serve by visiting us online at theexchange.cc.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
Hello, I'm Mayor Wyndham, and I'm thrilled to show you the city creating its own future. Pearl is located in Rankin County, the fastest growing county in Mississippi, and there's no question why. Access to great schools, even better shopping, and unbridled beauty make Pearl a town that truly embodies its name. And with a truly exceptional team of first responders, public safety is another key component of our success. With fantastic housing opportunities from quaint suburban neighborhoods to gorgeous lakefront properties, there's a place for you here in Pearl. You can't beat the location. Right outside of Pearl is the crossroads of the South, where Interstate 20 meets Interstate 55. From here you can travel anywhere within the state or the country. Or you can choose to stay right here in Pearl to enjoy a Mississippi Braves baseball game or experience the small town atmosphere, community pride, and heart of the local residents.
You've heard it said, give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. But teach a man to fish, he'll come home dehydrated, severely malnourished, and late. Some quotes are better than others. With Alpha Insurance, he won't get the old bait and switch. He'll be as happy as a dog in the sunshine. Ain't that right, Otis? And there's nothing fishy about that.
Call Alpha agent John McHenry in Pearl for a quote today.
Welcome back into Ray Rogers Stadium for the Pirate Post-Game Show here on PMB Sports. Coach Justin Hunter addressing his team now. Class act as every player shook every other player's hand. A congratulatory, well-respected well-played game. Leather helmet did make it, stayed on the Brandon sideline. Somebody from Brandon did run out there and represent it to Coach Williams, who I believe also got a Gatorade bath. Right now, Coach Hunter, I'm sure, is telling those boys, you have nothing to hang your heads about. We definitely took our lumps this season, but it was growing pains. And the hope for the future is bright, but it doesn't help tonight, as I know the sting of losing to your rival, it's always tough. It just is. We had Josh Manning working the sidelines down there for us tonight. And boy, he just said there was an awful lot of hugs and tears that were rolling down a lot of the players' faces. Is for, 14 of these Pirates tonight. This is it. And football is done. So you can imagine all right, Josh Manning is down there. He's ready to hand the headset off as we'll get a word with Coach Hunter, as this is, one of the toughest seasons that Pirate fans have had to endure, with the hope that all this youth is going to grow up and get great experience. They certainly got that this year.
Coach, can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you guys.
Hey, Justin, I guess, it's a moving night tonight, a lot of tears, a lot of hugs, and it stings, but you look like you were telling the kids to keep their heads up.
Yeah, no, I mean, just saying thank you to the seniors. Told them to take their time leaving the field tonight. We talked about earlier, this is the last time you guys will take this field in a jersey and pads. So I just told them to take their time. I told the underclassmen to show appreciation to them, for all their work over the year and years, So, that's kind of what it was about, and just told them to take their time. And I told the underclassmen to remember this feeling because we're not losing again to them.
Well, Justin, one of the things, your kids played so hard tonight. The fire was so evident, but it was just that one tidal wave to start that third quarter that we just could not overcome.
Yeah, no, they did, man. They fought, and then that third quarter, we got the ball first, and we badly needed a drive, and I can't exactly remember what happened off the top of my head, but things went jacked up, and we had a punt, and then they came back and scored, bam, bam. And that's what they are. I mean, they have good players and score from a long ways away sometimes, and they hit just when we needed a big play, they made it a big play, and that little burst right there, that's the deciding factor in the ball game, But our kids, they kept fighting, and that's all we ever ask them is just fight and give us everything you got. And I don't know how much more they had in the tank tonight. I really don't.
Coach, talk about your freshman quarterback, Jack Durr, unofficially 178 yards in the air tonight, 3 touchdowns, and around 60 yards or so on the ground. He had that helicopter jump into the end zone. How tough is that guy for only being a freshman and walking off the 8th grade field to start all of your varsity games this year?
No, man, Jack Durr's special. I'll be the first one to admit that. He's a special kid. Super excited we get him a couple more years. I think a lot of good football is in his future. You'd be surprised how much these upperclassmen respond to him, and mainly because of things like that, where he puts his body on the line for the team. That's a huge deal, and it wasn't easy for him being a 9th grader. Trying to lead a bunch of guys. It's tough. I mean, he's 15 years old, and these other guys are 18 years old, and I think he learned a lot of respect. I think he earned a lot of everything this year, and tonight's no different. He made some mistakes, but that's part of it, but he made some tremendous plays too, and he's always going to put the team first, and everything he does, like I said, just putting his body on the line for those guys. He wanted the seniors to go out with a bang, and like I said, I thought he played really tough.
We talk all the time about the future being so bright for your program. Let me tell you something. You may have what will be down the line 3 of the best receivers in the state of Mississippi. The catches that Markwell and Kinji and Shaden have learned to make this year, unbelievable.
That's right. No, I mean, three good ball players. What y'all don't know is Kinji was sick He's one of about 4 that played tonight under the weather. Was missing 2 starters tonight, and Kavion Freeman and Jordan Butler, both of them had the flu. I hope these guys don't have the flu, but they've had chills, they've had fevers, then they felt better, chills, fevers. And if you'll notice, Kenji was over here with ice on his head. We had several people throw up sometime today, sometime during the game, and just kept fighting, So I thought those 3 guys, they're putting themselves in position to have a big year next year for sure.
Well, that is the grittiness of Pearl Pirates when it comes time to play those Brandon Bulldogs.
That's right. I mean, they just couldn't be tonight. And the other 2 would have been here if they would have been able to. Just bad sick. Flu's going around. And that's part of it. It sucks. But I know Kavion and JB both would have loved to have been here. Both of them shot me a text before we went out, said they'd be watching, apologizing because they couldn't be here. But that wasn't in the plan.
Well, Justin, we can't say thank you enough. Gracious always in victory and even in defeat. Better times are ahead for this Pirate squad.
They are, guys, and I appreciate you guys, covering us all year. Appreciate you guys supporting us. Appreciate all the fans coming out, man. The atmosphere down here was electric tonight. We couldn't get the W, but they got a lot to be excited about, just the future of Pearl Pirate football. Man, these kids, they work really, really hard to put on for their city, as you say. And, I'm just super excited that I'm the guy that gets to coach them. Me and these other coaches, man, we love these kids. We coach them hard and we love them hard. And, just super excited about the direction we're going.
Well, I'm glad your blood pressure came down a little bit from halftime. All right, Justin, thank you so much. Get in there and support that team.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that is head coach Justin Hunter as the Pirates wrap up a tough season. It ends for us tonight. But this is a good Brandon team. That Brandon team, if they play with the intensity that they can throw it and run it, they're going to be a very tough out.
Yeah, they're going to be really hard to stop. Nate Blunt finishes tonight 159 yards and 2 touchdowns. He is a monster to tackle. And, again, they bring all of the experience of a team of underclassmen that went all the way to the state championship last year in Falls, and Madison Central would not be surprised to see them play for it again this year.
Hey, it would be a tip of the cap. It's going to be a tough road, but maybe. No, I can't say that. No. Because I heard the student section tonight chanting, "No rings for Brandon," and we got to keep that streak alive. We got that on Brandon. We got the ring.
We do have the ring that they don't have.
They
That's right.
do not have. So we wish them luck, but not too much luck as they proceed into the playoffs.
Love hearing the passion from Justin Hunter there as he talks about his team. That's a guy who's, blood, sweat, and tears, hours and months of work with this team, especially these seniors. But these underclassmen who've got so much potential, and we've seen it all season long. It may not have tallied itself in wins across the record books, but there's a lot of potential, as you referred to, on the offensive side of the ball, but as well as the defensive side as well.
No fan and no coach wants to say, well, wait till next year. But quite honestly, wait till next year. I mean, it's just you see the flashes of it. And once Jack Durr, my goodness, once he gets a little more maturity and experience and learns how to read the coverages and gets a little more time from an offensive line, my goodness, I'm telling you, I will not be surprised if we're sitting here this time next year saying Pearl has the best offense in the state of Mississippi. They have that kind of potential.
Yeah, they really, really do. We'll see how the running back spot emerges after Jamarian Turner kind of became the lead guy across the season. But T.J. McKenzie, only a junior. Ben Alexander, who we saw some spurts of greatness from him, only a sophomore. So there's so much youth across this team. This year they got a chance to develop. We took our lumps in the process, which wasn't always fun, but that's just how it works sometimes.
Well, we can't thank our crew here enough for bringing us the great pictures. They showed up here each and every week, bringing you every single Pirate football game. To Carol Davis, who is the Iron Man up there running the 50-yard line camera, and that is also the coach's camera. It's a testament to their love and their devotion to Pearl Pirate football to want to bring it to you. And also Mr. Frank Hutton. We would not be doing these broadcasts if it was not for Frank and all of the bells and whistles that he provides, whether it's replay, our booth, which is tricked out like you wouldn't even believe. It's just Pirate football are the best broadcasts in the state, and trust me, folks, we are going to return to prominence. May not feel like it right now, but this Pirate team will return to prominence and be relevant in the playoffs once again next year. Don't you think?
Absolutely. I'm here for that. And, again, we just want to give a shout-out to all the guys behind the scenes. You get to hear our voices and see our faces from time to time. But guys like Josh Hamby, Josh Manning, a whole host
Randy
of people.
Kwan.
That's right, Randy Kwan, Greg Cupstead. A whole host of people that really make this thing work. And you never know this, but they put in hours and hours on top of hundreds of miles to travel really all over the state of Mississippi so that you can be wherever you are in the world and still enjoy Pearl Pirate football.
All right, that's going to do it for us. From Ray Rogers Stadium, for Bryant May, I'm Greg Flynn. We will talk to you again next season. But until that time, remember, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.
Thank you for watching PMB Sports. The preceding broadcast is copyrighted by Pearl Municipal Broadcasting for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the written consent of Pearl High School or PMB is prohibited.